Right, guys, thank you for joining me today. Today we are checking out Project Mist on an early access. So we have the full game. We can go ahead and play it as long as we want. We're just going to be testing it today, see what the game's all about, give you our first impressions, and thank you to the devs for sending out the game code. It's by Chicken Launcher, which is a great name for a game studio. I very much back that one. So it says explore remote, I can't speak today. Explore remote islands solo or with multiplayer co-op, which is a good thing. Yeah, I like that. In this open world survival horror, manipulate objects and enemies with a gravity gun, build a moving train base, fight giant creatures, catch critters, upgrade your gear, and survive a hostile world shaped by abandoned mysterious facilities. Now, I said yesterday, what did we play yesterday? What game was it we played yesterday? And I said the description write-up was awful. Oh, I know what it was. We played a early access fighting game yesterday, and the description was all about the lore and the game, you know, the world itself and the story. And I said, don't do that. Tell us what the game's about. This game does it perfectly. It's just smashing it out. It's telling you exactly what you can do. You can collect creatures. You're going to have some crafting. You're going to have some survival elements. You can build a freaking train. It's all there in the description. Really, really good. I like the write-up. So it's 19th of May. This game is actually releasing, which is when? So about 5 days time this game goes live. There is no price tag for it yet, and it's around 6 days for the wait, but the demo is available right now. Don't take my word for it. Go check the demo out for yourself. Single player, co-op, Steam achievements, Steam Cloud saving, controller support is rumored to be coming, and it's not known about deck support as yet. I am running this on Linux Mint right now, so it works on Windows and Linux. It's 4 gig RAM and a 4.2 dual core processor, which I just think they haven't filled out them details yet because that's very low. And it says GTX 750. So this game, unless it looks like your mum's potato, is probably not those settings. I would say 3060, plenty of headroom. If you have to do a 2060, that's fine nowadays. With the price of GPUs and RAM, it's completely acceptable to be running older hardware and just play games that are optimized on the back end. So Project Mist, I mean, it looks very good. We're going to be jumping in right now. Thank you for joining me. Your time is valuable, and I'm glad you're spending it with us. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Right, let's go. Single player. So we've got explore, survive, or soldier. I'm sure that says soldier. For players who prefer the story and exploration, you've got your medium settings, which is survivor, of course, which says it's difficulty to play on, recommended difficulty to play on. So yeah, I'm just going to go easy because like I just want to see as much of the game as possible. We're not worried about the difficulty level. That's a challenge for a later date. So I want to wish everybody a great day today and the best of week so far. I think we're midweek hump right now. I think it's a Wednesday or a Thursday. I say think because, you know, being a YouTuber and working nearly 24 hours a day, you tend to lose track of time. In between that, you got to eat and have some fun. But my job is fun, so I kind of like try and mix that as well and try not to have too much fun or I'll end up 60 stone heavier. Well, where am I now? 14 and a half. So if I have too much fun, I'll probably end up with about 18 stone and, you know, dribbling and, you know, beside myself. Literally, there'll be another one next to me.
You're still conscious. Interesting.
Okay, this looks good.
Probably have a lot of questions, but I don't have the luxury of time, so listen carefully. I have a place to be.
Let me turn up OBS for you. Want it too loud about there?
To keep your head on your shoulders and your guts in your belly.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
Then
so it's very twitchy on my mouse. So I'm just going to go in and see if we've got some sort of control settings. Yeah, we do. So sensitivity, I think, is a must. Even at this early access stage, you need sensitivity. Now, some of the settings were a little bit lackluster, but they seem to be good enough, right? So you've got low, medium, and high, which is your base band. You've got your full screen. You've got your 1080, 4K. You've got your locked frames with your VSync. So that's on, yeah, 60 frames a second is all I require. And we've got environments and everything set to the maxed out settings. Sound wise was actually very generous for an alpha. We have bars for everything here. We can turn our voice up and down. We can turn down the environment. We can turn down our attacks. It seems pretty legit already.
I'll give you some answers. Look around the room. There's a small chest in the
So
corner.
what I've done, I've
with some
turned down the
nice
sharpness
supplies.
on the stream a little
Try
bit
not to
today.
lose them.
Bubs was here
Or
yesterday and
die.
she mentioned
Or
that it was a little bit over
worry.
sharpened. So if
In
anyone
any
else has
case,
that
I think I've
experience, let me
wasted
know.
my
But I
time
think
looking
it's
at the
about right now.
damned fool.
Ooh, okay. We took the
Good luck.
survival. What do we do with that then? Oh, there's more on the floor. Okay, there's a bunch of stuff. Hell yeah, I've got rocks. I've got arrows. Very random. So it looks like we've arrived out of this pod. The voiceover, just to mention, although I didn't pay much attention to it, is actually well done. She's got a very suave voice, is the word I'm going to use. And she comes across very likable. Okay, let's grab sticks and stones. They may break your bones, but I've got a crossbow. So we're going to go with save game quickly. Why not? We can actually rock asleep as well, which I'm assuming will give us some stats back. So far, I can see food, water, and heart. Now, if I press V, oh, that's to eat. Okay, so it's not a heart, it's an apple. It looks like a heart, you can't see it. So it's food, water, and apple, which is eat food. Yeah, so just food and water to go through at the moment, which is fine. You know, that's a nice, easy survival mechanic. It's more going to be based around the survival horror side of things. It does look like it's going to have some basic crafting. So if we want to craft an axe, for instance, we just hit the axe. It automatically puts the items into the middle. It tells us how much damage the thing's going to do. We hit craft. And Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. We have now an axe. We can craft a crossbow if we need to. More arrows if we want. And of course, we have sleeping bags, so we can actually set up camp anywhere. This is the most simplest way to do a crafting game, and I respect it. So we've got bandages, which we now need some cloth for. And it looks like we can make some sort of, what is this? Materials, crafting ingredients. So from crusty materials, you can even make basic materials, and then the basic materials will go in and make your basic items. So yeah, really good crafting system, easy to follow, nice to look at. Let's roll. This gun looks absolutely great as well. This is around, it reminds me of like what's that game? So it's giving me like Fallout vibes, right? So it's got that Fallout texture, but like flat polygon with like a really nice texture pasted on the top. I vibe with this visual style. I don't think games really need to go further than this, and it's not messing with like that really hard to run Unreal 5, right? It's going very basic with its visuals, and I like it. It just works. It's about today's standard, I think. Like, it's not cutting edge, but it's not, you know, your mum's potato. It's somewhere in between, and it feels good. Okay, so we have to use the axe to get through the chain. So we hit 2. And then it says E to open the door after. Okay. Whoa! That already scared the hell out of me. Oh, the reload's punishing. Move to the corner. Lap. Okay, man down. And we can search him? No way. He drops items. It says Alt to walk. Whilst walking, press Alt to dodge. Ooh. Okay, that's got to go on my mouse. That's great. A little hop, skip, and a jump we've got there. Damn. Okay. Get some. We got duck. Yes. Proper duck. I've turned into a complete midget. My legs have fallen off. That's a low duck, boys. If I got down there now at my age, I'd never get back up. Okay, awesome. What in the mofo is that? It's a whale. Is it a bird? Is it a whale? No, it's bird whale.
See that Leviathan floating in the clouds?
Leviathan.
They tagged it Specimen VH2, a power whale. Black as night and can siphon ridiculous amounts of energy straight from thunderstorms.
Lovely.
It's usually calm, lost in its own currents.
I need to, I'm going to crack my leg on this
or your
thing,
chance of
otherwise.
survival will drop to 0 very, Very fast. Got it? Good. Now, let's get you to the train. I marked it on your map and your compass, so you should have no trouble finding it.
Okay, we've got a dude down there. Can we get him from here? Reload is punishing, boys. Started a fight I didn't need to. There you go, man down. Okay, so auto loots. That's what I was looking for with the first guy we took down. I thought we could just like get into like a loot screen, like you know. Oh, it's got a wheel. Oh, awesome. We've got okay. This is going to be well easy to play, and obviously it's going to be compatible with controller and deck, I reckon, because I'm running it on Linux right now at full frames. It looks great. The shadows are a little bit tingy. Like the shadows are flickery. They're not very nice. They're not as very high def as I'd like them to be. You can see down here they're kind of like flickering. I don't know what this is. It's probably just early teething problems, unoptimized, you know. I am playing it early again. The game doesn't release for 6 days. I'm sure they'll look at something like this over time. And it is releasing into early access. So don't forget, although I've got it early, it's still early. The game will still require some work on release. But I reckon it's going to be a budget game. I reckon it's going to come out at $20. And if it does, I wish them all the best. Because $20, this game already is fun. Can we shoot that rabbit? Oh, it's gone. Might have interactable wildlife there. Yeah, this is wicked. Like, come on. Straight away, you're having fun. No teething problems yet, either. Take a tree down. That tree's going. Bro. Okay, grab some logs. Nothing we haven't seen before. But works. Yeah, I like the way them trees explode. That's nice. Arcadey, you know. Not realistic, but feels good enough. There you go, we're on the way down. Gosh. It's a good way to get rid of them, you know. You don't want them laying all around causing problems and glitches, so you want them to disappear in some way. So why not just have them explode? I respect that. Okay, I'm getting a bunch of rocks and sticks. Can we build anything else? So we've got demolish, we've got utilities. I'm assuming this is the build menu. So the build menu's on tab, which normally would be I. So I think I'm going to try and switch those around because I'm constantly going to hit the wrong ones, right? So we can customize our buttons, which is appreciated. Let's go for, here's tab. Could be along here somewhere. There you go, there's tab. So we're going to change that for I. Now we're going to find I. Where are you? No, I don't want to change it for I. I just realized I want to change it for B, i.e. build menu. Now I've lost it. Oh my God, this text is so small. Inventory, here we go. Inventory's on nothing apparently, which we know is a lie. We're going to put that on tab. And that's probably because I've moved I over. So then build menu will just be on my mouse. In fact, I think I'm going to put it on B. That's more natural. Okay, good. Hit apply. And now when I hit B, I get my build menu and my tab gives me my inventory. So it works great. Sell some extra loot. Oh, I'm losing one. Okay, let's check it out. So we're going to here, go to craft. Now we can make a bedding. I probably don't need it, but we might as well make one once we get some cloth. Got our bandages, still no cloth. We can make sticks and metal. So we're turning logs into sticks. That's what we're doing now. Find crafting station to craft it. Ooh, upgrades. Okay, so we have a skill tree as well. Maximum health increased, which requires the blood virals, which we're getting from defeating enemies. So basically you need to go on a hunting expedition to grab those items. So far, so good. We have a map. We do have a map. It has zoom. It has drag. Okay. There's our quest item down there. Can we ping it? No ping on the map. Again, there's no radius at the top, but I would like one. What is that? I don't think we want to mess with that right now. We're going to leave that be, but it looks pretty awesome. Black. Yeah, I've got some items from there, which are power cells and an energy drink. Don't mind if I do. That's never going to get old for me. If I leave this game for a month and come back, that would still impress me. It's over the top, but cool. Whoa. Sort of buggage. Lucky I had the axe out. Okay, we get 20 blood orbs from them. Quite generous. First of many. Collect the first recipes. Okay, we've got a recipe. Let's check it. Is there any more rats in here? What is that noise? That's just going into the menu. I don't know what that is. Okay. Like if you had a watch or something, I could understand the sound effect. Sounds like them rats being oofed. Okay, recipe. Where's that gone? We've got inventory. We've got some cloth now. We've only got one cloth. Trades. So 230. Oh, here we go. We've got this one. So increase the maximum hunger for the bar. We've got to find a station first. Cooking. Okay, good. Do you know what it is this that's making that noise? Every time I'm clicking one of these bars at the top, it's making that noise. Which is okay. I'd like it to be on like a PDA, so like you're actually animating, like, you know, you see his hands and then you're scrolling like on a tablet. That would be a cool way to do the inventory screen later on. Hey, what's in that? Ooh. Can we throw that? Pick it up with my hands. Oh, you can. Okay, so you've got physics where you can pick stuff up and throw them, and they interact with other objects in the environment. Where has this game come from? Again, I just get emailed with like game codes to test them out, but this one seems like it's doing quite a few things right. It's got weight to it too. We bust it. You can bust it, and it's got water in it. Okay, that's a waste of water if you ask me. It's actually wet my screen. Like, I'm getting overly impressed with this game. Again, nothing new. It's just doing it well. Hell yeah. Okay, we've got a gas one. I was waiting for that to go bang. So it'd be nice to be able to hold the button, i.e. the left click, to throw it further. You know, like you do on Atom Pool. So you have an item, you want to throw it at some guys and explode them. With this, when you pick it up, you just have throw. So no matter where you're looking, depends on how far it goes, but it doesn't really go anywhere. So like I can only really throw it to about there. So I don't know if I'm doing it wrong or there's another button that's going to allow us to throw that further. But being able to throw that at them rocks and then have it explode would have been a really nice interactable, you know, baffing that I could have done. But it doesn't seem to allow it. So I'm going to try and shoot it with a bow and see what happens. I can actually see it. It's on the ground somewhere. Let me stand it up. Okay, how do we rotate it? Doesn't rotate. Gotta get lucky. Now where's it gone? What the hell did I do with that? Okay, I don't know what happened now. I threw it into myself and it disappeared. I don't know where it's gone. It might have fell off the edge. It did fall off the edge. It's down there. My bad. I'm having more fun with this than I definitely should be. Okay, now we can definitely see it. Let's go up here, up behind these rocks. I'll pop a shot. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting it to do burn damage on the ground. Again, for a game that is obviously going to be in the budget range, it's doing a lot very well. That would, and I can get my arrow back. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, let's check the map where we headed. We are going way off schedule. Let's go down here. See what's what. There should be some enemies. La -da -da. There we go. Yeah, I've got noises. I've got noises. There's one. What is that? Ooh. I don't even know what that is, but I'm off. F this and I'm out. We do have an energy drink. I'm not really sure what that does. Yeah, I think they're coming at us. Yeah, I think I zigged and zagged them and now they're behind us. Cool. I'm actually trying to find him now. Whatever that big blob was. Okay, we'll go with faraway shot. Trying to get their attention so I can use that exploding barrel. Go ahead. It's only going to make you mad. Accuracy's on point. Let's go for a headshot. One shot on this guy. Oh, he's behind a tree. It dips. It actually dips the further you go. I've got maximum respect for this game right now. I'm going to have to drop down and attack. Whoa. What is he throwing? Okay, he's gone up the hill. Oh, he went and got his friend, look. So that thing that hit us was literally like a Hadouken. It's like the enemy's in it, so it's almost like a... There he is. The hips don't lie when I hit you with my arrow, not in the eye. Yeah, that was cool. So you've got different types of enemies, and some spawn like smoke defense. You can't actually see. Look, it's this thing. It's like a dude in a gas mask. Yeah, this gas mask dude. Gassy bastard. Yeah, let's roll. Got 9 bolts left. Let's see what we can search. Ah, this looks impressive. Got myself crossbows, got myself a health kit, which I do need to use. I'm about half my health right now. So like if these have water in as well, can we not just like shoot one and then get loads of moisture from it? Can I not drink that? Okay, that's a missed trick. You can't drink from the water barrels. This would be great. Not just because it will keep you alive, but it's actually something interesting to do. You know, shoot a water barrel, drink from the puddle. You know, it's kind of gross, but needs must, right? If you're starving, someone throws you a cracker, it's going to be the best cracker you ever had. Don't know why there's a fire going on over there. I'm a bit worried about that as well. Shit. I didn't want to do that. What? So it does quick saves, which is awesome. So 52, 57. It's going to be this one. Well, I blew myself up. But it wasn't all bad. That was actually quite interesting to do. Now I know not to use my axe when I'm trying to mess around. Ah, I fucked around and found out. This game's going to take way more of my attention than it should. Or was I expecting? Not that it should. I was just expecting it not to be so in-depth. Right, here we go. Ah, so we spawned right back where we was. Don't know if that was... I've still got half health, so yeah. Like, look at all this lovely water, and we can't touch any of it. I just picked up a water grenade. A water grenade. Yeah, so the box is still searched, which means that's what we did, right? Get some. I'm going to throw this into the fire just because I can. Oh, I didn't quite make it. Let's go get that again. It does burn. Is it going to go bang? Ooh, that's cool. You got physics in this game. So I'm assuming that water is now going to put that fire out if it really wants to impress me. No way. That's some Pathfinder shit right there, boys. And then obviously the water grenade puts fire out too. Or yourself, if you're on fire, these would be really good to put you out. I still think you should be able to drink them. I can see the point in them now. That's really good. What are these? These are the barrels that used to be there. Now we can go up the ladder. I guess it was like a puzzle that didn't really feel like a puzzle. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, I think so. I think they're on the right track. They're doing the right thing. They're making it entertaining. And there's enough to do in this game in the first 10 minutes. Do you know what I mean? If your refund time is 2 hours on a game. So most people, if they buy a game and they don't really get it or they don't really like it, or it runs like complete trash, Unreal 5, then they tend to refund it within 2 hours, right? Within that 2 hour time limit. A game like this is going to keep you playing for at least an hour before you even notice that you're running into that time. It grabs you really quick, which means they probably won't get many refunds. But not many people are going to know about it. So we need to, you know, get this game out there by playing it a couple times. I'm going to bring this round. What is going on here? Ooh. Then it says lift. Lift what? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, okay. Hang on. This, I've never seen a lockpick like this. So you have to kind of hover it there. And then I guess touch to that. Ooh. Unless you play this, you're not going to know how tricky that is on your first couple goes. And the lockpicks are now gone. We cannot get into the box. One attempt at a new mechanic that is that punishing is ridiculous. They should at least give us a practice option. But I'm with it. That was a cool way to unlock a box. And it's damn sure not quick either. I could see me playing co-op with friends on this, you know. There'd be some funny moments. There's some crazy ragdoll. There's obviously mentalness happening with the character design so far. It feels like a budget version of Atomfall, i.e. doesn't have as big a team, doesn't have as many devs on side, but it's got freedom. It feels free. It says open world. I don't think it's fully open world. Like, you can see that there is barriers. I can't go like all the way over there, for instance, let's say. But we're going to explore as much of it. And if it is open world, I'll shut my mouth. But I don't think it's going to be open world. I think it's just going to be a large environment that you can explore. I think probably what it means really is the fact you can do a lot in the environment. So it gives you a little bit of freedom to sort of tackle it how you want. Okay, you can't oof yourself with a box. I'll try. Okay, good. So this is a good little camp here. We could actually set up our own camp, put down a sleeping bag and crack on. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Got myself a lockpick. That's awesome. So I'm assuming at some point we get the blueprint to craft lockpicks or an upgrade to craft lockpicks, and that's going to be very helpful because they're not easy. But we'll go back and have another go. No animation on the climb. Again, didn't really notice. It just feels like Daisy a little bit. Okay, so we want to spin this. See, rotates on space. And when you let go of rotate, it kind of bounces, right? So you're constantly trying to bounce. And you're not allowed to touch the ball on stuff, but the ball stick can go through. It's a very tricky balancing act, and it does take a bit of getting used to. There you go, second time success, so it's not rocket science, but it is still tricky, and I wouldn't like to rest my life on that little mini game right there. Okay, let's roll. Whee, okay. Mappage. So we've got player. So really we want to head in this direction. What is this now? Cooking ingredients. Beetle juice. Boom. I mean, it's one of them games that just put a smile on my face from the get-go. Like oh, there's a rabbit, quick. I think we're going to be able to oof that. I'm going to wait for it to come back. Baby, come back. Went up here, I think. There it is. Oh, it's very hard to see a rabbit with the stones. You know, you can see them in the grass. Early. They're very quick. Oh, I'm not even reloaded. Chances of hitting this with a 1 bolt is very rare. Whoa! What in the spite? I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. Jeez. I didn't even know we was having an argument. Bros. Okay, I'm just going to go with the axe at this point. They're very random. Come here, you beast. Do you want to start a fight? Ah, you bastard. One more hit like that and I'm out. So some berries. Okay, health pack, health pack, health pack. Here we go. First aid kit 4. Nice and basic animation, but it works. Full health. I mean, I'm a little bit pissed that they started a fight with us. Wait. Oh, I think I got it. I think I hit it. Jump right for you. Oh my days. Yeah, this is useless. You've got to go with the axe. They're too quick. Got him. They are random as hell. They don't even sort of telegraph that they're coming at you. They'll be running this way, and all of a sudden they jump back on you. Absolutely ridiculous. That's what women turn into. That's what women turn into when they become a leech on you. What you mean this thing, how it looks? Ooh, okay, there's another one. Yeah, these are mental. Again, the chance of hitting them. Maybe if I duck. No, because it slows down the attack because of the stamina. Yeah, I'm just going to get out of there. They are absolutely mental. Until we get more health or something, they seem a little bit too challenging. Got myself a bandage there. Wondering if I can cheese it. That they can't actually jump on me here. Bring it. I cheesed the fuck out of it, bros. I cheesed it. If any game, you know, if you've played enough games like myself, you kind of understand how game physics work, like the building of the game. This here, with these two edges, means they're not going to jump off the edges because I didn't see them have a jump mechanic where they actually jump over stuff. They only jump at you. So if they're going to jump at me, I've got this thing between me and I was just able to hit them as they come around the sides. So cheese the hell out of it. That was the only way for the win. Okay, so we've got a bunch of items now. Let's go and take a look what we can do. We do need to heal up a little piece. So right clicking puts it into my bottom bar, which is nice. Cloth plant seed. A plant in a plant pot to grow cloth. Okay. What crazy mental world are we living in? One with no sheeps, obviously. Okay, so we can make how many of these? Two bandages is the maximum, but it says find crafting station to use it, which I assume is our go-to place. So fortunately, I can't even use a bandage right now. Cloth itself does not heal. We've got alcohol. I do have bandages here. Oh shit, I didn't know. Right, so I've got bandages. Let me replace those. I love the drag system. The drag system's really easy. It's just right button to bring from there to there. From your inventory to your craft bar. Not craft bar. Active bar. And then right click it again for active bar to go back to the inventory. Or left click it just to move it around in the slots. It's a really good system. It feels really nice on a mouse and keyboard. And again, because we've got the quick wheel, it's be great on the controller anyway. Okay, so we'll hit 4. I would like to see an animation with that. They do very good. So we've got very good health regains from that, but there was no animation of wrapping your arm, you know. And although it's super quick, which means you can heal up like generously quick in this game, it'd be nicer to see the animation and slow that down a bit. Cheese be drippy, bro. It was. We absolutely dripped the hell out of it. And we're on the right track, so let's roll. They kind of forced me to go in the right direction. Is that a butterfly? It was a butterfly. We can't interact with it, but it's cool to see. I'm not going to waste a bolt trying to shoot it. Things break nice in this game too. I'm quite impressed with the breakages. Basic physics, but again, we don't need much to get wrapped into a fantasy world. And this definitely covers the bases. What was that? Do I want to go in now? Is that somewhere I even want to be? Have I been in now? I don't even know what's going on. I think this is home base. We need to carry on this way. So I just want to get in here a minute. So I'm looking for controls because I want to see if we've got toggle. No, we've got scroll, we've got hold, no toggle. So I'd like a toggle. Toggle run, you know, so I can just click run and it will just keep running until I decide to stop it. It stops after the stamina bar runs out anyway, so you're not going to be running that far at the beginning of the game anyway. And if you do make it to end game, you probably deserve the right to run as far as you want on auto. So yeah, toggle crouch is actually active, but toggle run is not. So toggle run would be a nice addition. Also auto craft, you know, if I hold the button down, he does keep swinging, which is a nice touch. Okay, so I think it's across this bridge and left. Ooh, found some things, shiny things. Molotov cocktail blueprint. We're getting a lot very early in this game already. I just need a crafting bench to make myself super happy. Okay, he's not to be attacked with the axe. In your face, big disgrace. Let's go for headshots. They look like zomboids. They're acting like zomboids. Again, toggle aim would be a good one here, so I don't have to panic about it. There you go. Reload time is so bad, but I love it. Nice. That's the triple threat. So for those who are curious, we are going to be playing Stalker after this one. So if you fancy that, stick around for the end or fast forward to Stalker if that's where you came. We're just doing a early release playtest. I like to get these in as many as possible because obviously the game doesn't release for 6 days, and when it does, it will be in alpha. So getting first impressions now and then coming back in like a couple of months, I don't feel like I'm too late doing the revisits. And we are off. Or are we? I thought that was a lift. Is it not a lift? Looks like a lift.
Almost there. At these points, you're just a moving target. On the train, you're bait. In a steel coffin. But if you ask me, that's still an upgrade. Scared of heights?
So she talks so quiet that even with everything else turned down, you can kind of just barely hear her sometimes. So if they increase the volume bar, I'll show you. Sound. Yeah, so she's at maximum narration volume, but like the sound effects is only just what? I mean, there's no number there, but I reckon that's about 90, right? So 10 off, and everything else is just a little bit too much. I'll turn them down a bit and see if we can get some better sounds out of it, but it seems a little bit off there. Right, we are in. Again, we're lacking in a torch at the moment, so we can't see that much going on. Quite dark on my screen. But then my screens are getting old now. I should really replace them. I'm not sure they're even LED. I think they're old monitors.
Good. You found the train.
Hey.
Unfortunately, the engine's
Missing parts.
dead and the gate is sealed.
Well, we've got a bed, and let's see what happens if we sleep. So increasing the sleep bar and time sleeping increases the hunger, but increases the health. So we had this in a couple of survival games lately, where we was in the middle of the snow and we were like abandoned, and it would have the same mechanic. So I've seen this mechanic a couple times in different survival games, and I don't dislike it. It's kind of like a risk and reward, right? So you don't want to sleep for too long, but you do want your health back, but then you don't want to sort of starve doing it as well. So you need to be sort of topped up on your food and water to be able to sleep. So it's not just easy peasy. I like it, risk and reward. So it wants me to actually drink a drink. So do we have one? Yeah, we have no fluids at the moment. Craft an ingredient. Mushrooms. So we need some fluids. Now we've found the crafting, we can actually make the Molotov cocktail, which is awesome. And we've got upgrades, which we can now do. So if I definitely want to make my hunger, I'd like to obviously have health, but I think my hunger is probably going to be top priority. There you go. So this increases my maximum hunger and thirst bars. Upgrade station. Is this not an upgrade station? Okay, maybe not. It looked like one. Cooking. Upgrades. Crafting. Zone. Find the train parts. Aim the giant train. Okay, so I'm kind of stuck even though we found it.
Spare parts. As for the gate,
What's the point in
there
it?
should be an access card in the greenhouse.
Okay, so it looks like the sort of thing where you'd use your blueprints, but it doesn't seem to want me to let me do it. I have a worn helmet. Am I wearing that? Equip them. I'm guessing we are. Can't see no blueprints now, so I don't know what's happening here.
Get the card and try to look like you know what you're doing.
Okay, that's baffled me. I don't understand what the point in that is. It literally is just this screen with the same options. I can craft the same items. As far as I can see, there's what, 3, 4, 5 there.
Confidence.
The only thing it really done was unlock the Molotov cocktail. So I guess if you're carrying blueprints, it unlocks them. But it seems very redundant when everything else is just on tab anyway. You might as well just let the player unlock their blueprints with a timer. So I pick up the blueprint and then I say, right, unlock that or learn it. And then it just gives me like 10 minutes. And then after 10 minutes, I can use it. It just appears like that. Like, I don't know why we need a bench and a specific area. Maybe that comes true in a bit. But it seems like a weird design choice. Either have all the craft in there or no crafting now. Just seems a little bit pointless. And again, this is just for upgrades, and we've got this in our inventory. We just can't use it because it tells us we can't. But it seems pointless to have to come here to do it. So I guess it's just a home-based feature. Yeah, I could live without these totally. I've upgraded my backpack and I'm going to upgrade my health. No, I'm not, because I've run out of points. Brr. Okay, so I've upgraded my food and I've upgraded my backpack. Now we need water. And I'm getting hit because I am now starving to death because I have no water. I've got berries. Did they give me... Okay, berries do not give me water, but they do give you food after they've replenished your hunger. Which is a nice touch again. They've got some right ideas here. Don't forget, the game is way more positive than negative. Okay, I picked up the stamina trinket. I think that was a hidden object. It seems kind of like we weren't supposed to find it too easy, but we did. Yeah, my health is draining hard. Like, where in the world is water? La, da, da. Maybe a bandage can help us, but I don't think it does. It just puts HP back. So I don't know what we're going to do about water right now. Again, if those barrels were able to be drunk, we could just go back and find one of those blue barrels, smash it on the floor, drink from the puddle, and we would be good. That's a very big miss trick for the survival early game. I'm not overly happy with that choice, and I'm not overly happy with the crafting tables. But other than that, so far so good. Now I'm just panicked because I need water. So I've got myself some shoes. Again, I don't know if we're wearing them. There's no sort of inventory screen. That's rockets. Can I break that? Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, so I got myself some lemon drink. So search every nook and cranny. Lemon drink. Lemon drink. Everybody loves lemon drink. Eat some berries. Nom noms. Lemon drink. Drink the juice. Yes. Okay, lemon juice didn't give me water. I don't know why. Oh, I thought we had it. Lemon juice sucks the big one. Lemon juice is not for me, bros. Okay, we're just basically going to go around with our axe and break all these boxes. I hope to find some juice. Got a small piece of armor there. Being able to adjust the text size on the screen as well would be, you know, just on the right here. It could be cool. It wants me to walk. I think it's the tutorial there. So, close tooltips. Flashlight is on G. Oh, we have a flashlight. Oh my days. It doesn't seem like it has a battery or anything. So I'm just going to reconfigure that one, because if it doesn't have a battery, we want that on pretty much all the time. There you go. G. Put that on my forward mouse. Yes, lovely. B to open the crafting menu for structures. Indeed. Stand. Oh yeah. Stand still, fresh water, and press E to harvest it. Not those barrels. I mean, we was standing still. Okay, see. Anywhere that looks industrial or built up is going to have those water barrels. Oh. Fortunately, they don't respawn. I have noticed that behind me is a turn-in, you can just barely see it, a north, south, east and west. It does give you a compass to the north direction, but it's not giving me a compass to the active quests, only that. So I don't know if we could get a system where we click these and then they become the northern direction, just so that we can follow along, you know, a little bit easier. Okay, we found water. Let's try this. We'll get rid of this thing. Looks like a frog. Okay, that thing's going to Hadouken me if I'm not careful. And I'm out of bows now. Switch weapon to a different style of bow. Okay, that's cool. We've got one left, but I think we got him. Okay, so stand here, it says. Without moving, press E. Oh, you have to go right in it. It's infected water, not clean water, though. Okay, what do we do with that? So we've got infected water. It will drain 20% health. I'm okay with that. I'm fully okay with that. Give me my nom-noms. There you go. And then I just eat more berries. Very good. And then I can even use a bandage. So for sacrificing a bandage, I got 3 waters, which is okay. You know, we're living large with that at the moment. But ideally, you want to clean that water, and I assume you can later. So I'm going to take a bunch of it. If we can test the swimming mechanic. It's a bit off. It's not really so much a swim as it is a walking through water there. Yeah, I can take as many of those as I want. 13. They just keep going. Okay, I've got 28 of those. Again, with enough bandages, you could just use 28 dirty waters. Ooh, and then he runs straight into that. They're like these barrels, right? So they're the clean water, but I don't think there's a way of drinking them. I'm going to try. So now, yeah, there's no buttons. That's a missed trick. That really needs to be clean water drinking right now. You can't put something so tempting on the screen and then have nothing, no payoff for it. Doesn't make any sense. Now this thing is electrocuting this, and it looks like we have to sort of jump over to the other side. Not thinking maybe... hook. And hook. There you go. What happened to Timmy? Collected the dummy, and I've got in the bin. Found myself some pills. These dudes are back. I've got one bow. Let me make some arrows real quick. Crafting. Again, you don't need the table for this at all. 27 bows. Bring it down to about 20. I think that should be enough. Oh, I do need the crafting station. Okay, maybe we do then. That thing's planning to get me on my jumps, isn't it? But... oh, you jammy git. Now he's trying to lob stuff at me. Does he get electrocuted? Come on, bro. Get zapped. Okay, looks like he's being zapped. He is being zapped. I fucks with this game hard. I like this game. Feels like a beginner version of Stalker, and it's funny because we've picked in Stalker by not even knowing what this game was. It just worked out really well. I don't trust that he's not going to get up. Okay, we've got the green light. Yeah, like how is this not clean water? Come on, bros. I'm sure you're with me on this one. Put some bolts there. I'll do a reload real quick. N changes what types of bolt you're using. So at the minute I've got poison bolts, and I've got standard issue bolts. Okay, clean water. So we're just going to go ahead and pop that in 5. Use that. No sacrifice for that one. Doesn't really seem to give me anything. I don't know if it goes up over time, but it's really poor. We'll make 20 bolts. We'll make another petrol bomb. We'll make more bandages, of course. Let's make a bunch of sticks. They can obviously be turned into bolts. Don't really know what the use of sticks are yet. I think we can use a bonfire with those as well. Ah, we've got another challenge. Ooh, see, it's got like an acceleration to it as well. Very dodge. So good. It's so awful at the same time. It's bad. Okay. Myself health pack. Happy days. Cool. We've got everything we need from this gaff. Okay, so I guess we head back to the train. because we were going to sleep, right? Don't know if that's even a need anymore. Wanted us to gather resources to fix the train. Oh, what's in the box? Give me some free loot. Okay, we've got Muppet Man getting stuck over there. Headshot. If you can even call that a head. Okay, blood orbs. What day is it today? Is it a Wednesday or a Thursday, guys? I'm pretty sure it's a Wednesday, but I might be mistaken. Okay, let's bring this around. I think because Monday's stream was a little bit botched. That kind of, yeah, it is a Wednesday. Okay, good. I'm not. I think I was getting behind myself for a minute, but I wasn't. That's good. Right, I want to get this up. Ooh, there you go. No, oh, it's so confusing because you're doing two things, you know? You've got two buttons to operate. Like I said, try it and find out. Yes. Oh, the life bar of those things is very, just about right. You know, you can take like 2 to 3 hits, depending on what bits you actually clip. Okay, I just found a backpack. We open that. Oh, come on, you're going to put a backpack there and there's no water in it? Rudeness. Need some loot. We've got a dude in there. Check the map. You don't really have to be here, but why not? Let's get his attention. Ooh, okay, that's the first time I think I've been hit by one of them. They're actually really likable. They're actually a good bad guy. They walk like kind of comedic, but on purpose. And they have a decent design about them. Again, I don't think I've not seen it before. It's very similar to something like Once Human, but I still vibe with it because, you know, we're not playing Once Human. You know, it's a whole different game. And it feels like a Crafter Survivor and not an sort of third-person cover-based shooter or anything. Although that would be classed as an MMO, I suppose. Hello, this is awesome. Okay, we've got a new blueprint here. We can now make the dummy. I'm assuming that tricks people, you know, as in tricks the enemy. And this is another sleep place. We can go sleep here. I'm too hungry and too thirsty to sleep, so we'll just do a save game. Now, let's see if we've got a quest log. We have quests here. So, find the train parts under the giant mech. Okay, so there's a giant mech somewhere where we're going to find the parts we need. Yeah, we can now build a dummy as well. Distract enemies. Okay, cool. This dirty water, this looks kind of clean. Oh, nah, it's still infected. So no major water supply yet. Let's keep heading this direction. And keep your eyes out for a big mech, because I never saw it. I'm flummoxed where the big mech was. There is a tower now, but I think it's this. You didn't say that was a mech though. We've got a crane over there or a bridge. Bridge over there. The fact it says giant mech, like, means you probably won't miss it. I'll keep an eye on the time as well. We're 3, so it's 4, 5. Yeah, so we're going to have to switch in a moment. I want to get this done though. Where's this mech it's talking about? Distance 3 meters. Yeah, it's very Pacific part it's missing. Can go down here. Whee! We've got another switch. That it requires a key. That's going to open that door so we can progress, isn't it? Okay, so I guess we look for a giant mech. It's not really on the map, is it? Point of interest. That could be that. It could be just a point of interest. We've got a bed. We've got another point of interest over there. Doo-doo. Okay, there's a point of interest around here somewhere. Apparently right in front of me. What in the world? There's no point of interest. So we're missing something. And this is why we need to ping the map for each icon on the map, because I'm now getting lost because the point of interest isn't interesting. There's nothing here. And if it is here, I'm not seeing it. And I'm as close to the directions as I can get. I've come out of both ways, i.e. east and west, and I've looked back at myself to try and find the point of interest, and I can't seem to see what it's talking about unless it's above me. I mean, it could be up here. Bit of a weird way to do it, but whatevs. Found some loot though. Right. So looking over the yonder here, it should be point of interest. Like we should be right on it. Doesn't tell me what it is. It could just be like a rock. Do you know what I mean? Unless it's in here, but this is where we started, so I'm not sure this is where it wants me to go. What stuff I missed? Doy. Okay, he's now open. He wasn't open before, was he? Damn, we missed loads. Ooh, buddy. Come on, give me one more. Oh, you beast. I'm not coming all the way back to do this. I just found a lockpick. Awesome. Bounce it, bounce it, bounce it, bounce it. Get it back. That takes a hell of a lot of concentration. Oh, you can muff them up easy. Okay, so what do we want to create? Let's create some more bandages. Never know when we're going to starve of water. You starve of water? You don't, do you? Get dehydrated. Oh, we can cook our dirty water. Okay, now we're talking. Okay, how do we do this? Just put the dirty water over here. 5. Put the sticks somewhere. It wants logs. Okay, let's go get some logs, and then we can actually maybe clean our dirty water. Don't know what that was, but I kicked it right out the window. Okay, we'll grab all of this. They're all sticks, so we need bigger trees for logs. Them rabbits are too agile. I can't get hold of them. Okay, this is the big boy we want, but we don't want it to fall off the cliff. So we're going to hit it the other way. There we go. We've got some logs. It probably wants 4, so we're going to do another one. Okay. Ooh. Because we're thirsty again. I think so. Okay, alright, give me a minute. Let's go into here. Let's say bandage. Okay, we can heal up. Then we're going to create our cooking. 5 of those, and then we're going to put logs in. Where do they go? Find a cooking station. Oh my days, you've got a cooking station now. Okay, at this point I'm just going to drink dirty water again. Think. Oh, I've got the patience of a gnat. Right, and I think that's where we're going to leave it, guys. Yeah, it was a good game. It's a very good game. I want to rate it because I think it's going to be a nice 4 out of 5 because it's going to be a cheap price, but it's not out yet, so I don't know. They could release this game at $50 and completely trash their rep, but I doubt they will. I want to thank the devs for sending out that game code. Really enjoyed your game. Game's absolutely great. It's nothing new. It's nothing special, but it is at least entertaining, and it is at least optimized enough to be released. It's pretty good. There's not much really, there's not really much for me to moan about. I don't mind graphical sort of digression. If the graphics have to go back a couple stages to make the game run better, do that, right? This is why, you know, some of the most popular games of all time are 2D or indie. The reason this exists is because people do not want the AAA titles running in Unreal 5 where you got to spend $2,000 to play it at least 60 frames. It's absolute nonsense. Nobody wants to do that. So I think Project Mist is hitting the right marks and tickling the right wickle. I think all they need to do is just keep developing the game, you know, making small improvements here and there to the player feel of the game, i.e., you know, more animations, more tighter inventory, have a little bit more pizzazz just to stand yourself out from other crafters and survivors. But overall, the AI was pretty good. The game was pretty entertaining. There's a little frustration here and there, but it kind of comes with the territory. So for me, it's a win-win, and I think the devs are on the right track. So thank you for joining me today. If you made it this far, definitely leave a like or subscribe and join us for Stalker next. Till next time, peace out. Look after yourselves. Look after your mum. Thank you for your time. Your time is valuable, and I'm glad you spent it with us. Bye-bye. There you go. Part 1 of 2, if done. Do that one. Sweet. Right, I'm just going to stop my record and restart on the next one. Why is my record not on? Please tell me I didn't just not record that. Oh, you piece. Oh, I can't see my record because of stupid ATOM Live. Oh, well, that's fine. I did it. It's done. It's on YouTube. It's good enough. Right, let's go and fire up next one, which is Stalker. Stalker. I wonder if that's keyed to a button that I pressed and then it turned it off. I'm going to have to keep my eyes on that. Chernobyl, I think, is the first one, right? So that's 2007, maybe. Yeah, because S.T.A.L.K.E.R.s is not the first one. Let me just double check that. So this came out in 2025, which doesn't help because it's the enhanced. I want the date. Stalker Trilogy, one of the most iconic. So back where it started. Yeah, so this is where it all started, it says. This is the one we want. But what I did, I actually went ahead and bought the whole collection, but it's like the enhanced version. Kind of like a mod, but not like a mod because the mods are actually better, in my opinion. Again, personal preference there. Okay, let's get you a picture, guys. There's too much clums with the way I've got this set up at the minute. Next week, there'll be no clums. But at the minute, it's very clumpy, very, you know, issuey. So I'm going to have to sort that out. Right, let's have a look. Set everything to high. Music and sound effects are about right. Turn it down a bit. Just avoid copyright. I like the fact it's got controller speaker support. That's nice. Oh. This one we've got to delve into. Oh. Right, okay. Right, guys and girls, thank you for joining me today. Today we are checking out Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl. This is the first of the enhanced series I want to go through, which is going to be doing first impressions, how does it run, how does it play, all that good stuff. Talk about some Stalker memories and first impression of Stalker as a teenager. I haven't played this game for now near on probably about 30 years. I've got modded versions of this game that I do have now running on Linux, so we will be checking out Gamma and a few others. We are going to be featuring Stalker 2 heavily on the channel as we go, but it's all going to be on the FP Shanus channel, which is linked down in the description down below. So we do them live here because everything gets done on the Shanus live channel over on Twitch and YouTube, but then we move it to the subsequent channels. We've got mmoshanuz, we've got Shanus Rewinds, we've got FP Shanus, and we've got Racing Shanus. Each one covers a different genre and a bunch of games on each channel. So depending on your flavor, go check those channels out and subscribe and hang out in them communities. Okay, so Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl. It's the first in a chapter of the legendary Zone trilogy, which started it all, of course. It's the enhanced version by GSC Game World. They kind of came out to mixed reviews because it's a very weird one. They didn't have the right to use the mods that the mod community have created. So they've kind of like borrowed ideas, parts of it, you know, important techniques, i.e. bloom and light rays, but they've done it in a way where it's like they're legally allowed to do it. It's their own, you know, and I kind of understand, but I kind of get a little bit on the mod side as well, where, you know, if you can do it better yourself, why buy this? Now, I bought the pack because one, it's got controller support out the gate on all the games. Two, it has heavily infused modern techniques and inventory, you know, tweaks and things just to make the game a little bit more accessible to new players, which I think is a really great idea, especially coming back myself. Coming back with the best experience, the most beginner experience is just great because Stalker is a punishing game. And I think as well, if you want to go down the hardcore mod route, you're probably already in that scene anyway. So you're probably not interested in the enhanced version. So buying the enhanced one, expecting more than you already had with the mods was insanity anyway. So let me know in the comments what you think down below between the trade-offs, the fors and against. I hear the games didn't run that well when they first came out, but I'm now playing it like a couple years later. What is it, 20? Oh, it's exactly a year later right now. So from release. So hopefully, you know, we've had some tweaks and some bug fixes. Let's have a look. So GSC Game World themselves, who are the devs and the publishers, are actually looking at 30 years on the path right now. There's an update on Steam. You can go check that out. It tells you all about the company and their anniversary and stuff. it's verified for, you know, deck support, this one. So again, this is one reason why I bought it, because if I do ever pick up a deck, I might want to play something, you know, really cool like this on the deck on the go. It's got controller support, like I mentioned. It's single player, Steam achievements, workshop, which is great. You can get your items, i.e. your sort of mods-ish, but not from ModDB, right? So ModDB doesn't really support the enhanced version, which again angered a lot of people because it broke their mods. So if they had a lot of mods in the game, then they buy this version, they realize their mods no longer work. So there was a little bit of an issue there, but again, I don't mind that so much. I think time will just put those mods into this version anyway, if people are bothered. You do have Gamma, of course, which is the top tier, I think, in the Stalker community mods anyway. Not disregarding any of the other mod games, or, you know, not what they dedicated exe mods. But I will say that, you know, for me, it was just easy to go to GOG, grab Gamma, install it, and away I went. So that's where I went with that one. Let's have a look. So we've got 8 gig RAM now. So yeah, it's actually very much more demanding. So if you, in my opinion, if you have this game already, you probably don't need the upgrade. But if you do want to do the upgrade, you know, you'll get in, let's say, lesser visual bump for the amount of system requirements. So you have to have a beefy system to run it, a beefier system to run it, and you're going to get the same, exactly same experience, just with a nicer coat of paint over the top. So it's up to you. Do you know what I mean? I got these on sale for around 15 quid for all three, so that wasn't too bad. At the moment, they're retailing at $15 each. But if you buy them as a pack, you can get it for $33, which is just over $10. Actually cheaper. Yeah, it's actually cheaper to buy them as a trilogy than it was to, or is to buy them singly. So I'd just go with that. And if you've already got one of them, you can get the other two on sale, I understand, as well. So there's a lot of ways to buy, a lot of ways to play, and all of that good stuff. So I've covered that. Now we're just going to jump in, have some fun, see what the sort of fuss is about the enhanced version. Is it worth picking up in 2026 and on? And let's see what we think. Let's see if it's as good or bad as I remember. Okay, so we're going to go into new game, and we're going to go easy peasy, and we're just going to see as much of the game as possible and really just talk about Stalker in general. It's one that I've really been looking forward to getting into. I now have time to get into. There you go. I now have time to get into, so I'm quite psyched.
One, I saved you, and I'm not going to pretend I did it to win favors upstairs.
Is he about the right sound for me just being just above him?
We're even. Besides, keeping you busy might be a good way to deal with your amnesia. And I'll see what I can find out about your problem. I don't give a shit why you want to find this S.T.A.L.K.E.R.s guy. I mind my own business. If you want to kill him...
I close Steam so I can't see the chat. There we go.
You must have your read. What are you standing there for? Come closer. I don't bite.
I like this guy. I've always liked this guy. He's got a very distinct face. He stands out in all of the Stalker games. I think they've redone him best in probably Gamma. You know, he looks like really good in Gamma from the screenshots I've seen. Haven't actually delved into that game too much, so that's one that's coming probably next week, if not the week after. So his name is what's his name? Sidovic, I think his name is pronounced, something along them lines. I don't know. You know, Sidrovic. It could be anything. It's Russian, I believe.
The choice is yours.
Or is it Polish? I'm not even sure what it is. Iranian? Let me Google it. I don't want to get this wrong. Look, have a look. Stalker. Is it Ukrainian? Trilogy. Origin. Let's try that. Wikipedia will help me out. It's Ukrainian. Okay, I got it. Right. I always get confused when I'm, because I don't know these countries' sort of accents. Right, we're back in. Cool. Right. So Cider. I'm just going to call him Vince. So Vince, or Sid Vince. The choice is yours. Either I brainwash you like I usually do with all rookies, or I treat you like a real stalker and give you a mission right away. But I don't want to be treated like some sort of dumb cunt, do I? So let's go with trust me like a rookie. I don't remember shiz, or just give me a mission.
Got a job for you, Marked One.
Okay, cool. Get information from the scout. Now, I know how to do this because I remember this from back in the day. My history with this game is literally that. I think you can search these up as well. Nothing in them, but you can have a go.
Well, good hunting,
Off
Stalker.
we go. My recollection of this game was once I hit the sort of town, city and whatnot, I got lost at some point. I was about 17, 18 when this game first come out. And let me check the date because I can then kind of work out exactly what age it was. So Stalker released Jenny. Let's have a look. So 2006. What are we now? 26. We're talking about 20 years ago this game came out, which again is another mark and staple why we got lucky streaming it today, because it's 20 years of its anniversary. It's a year from when it was re-enhanced, and it's been for me about a hot minute, as in this month, when I've rediscovered these games. So it's all within a nice time period, and it just flows for the channel right now. Yeah, so I got lost in the game, and I was about 20 years ago. I would have been, and that's on Steam. I think I had it before that. So I don't think that's the original release, because I bought it from EB Games, and I think I bought the big box version, and I'm pretty sure I was only in my late teens, early 20s, which would have been not 20 years ago. So well, I guess it could have been, yeah. So I would have been about 20 years ago, thereabouts. So it does fit. So I probably played it on an early copy, around 19. I think that's what I'm thinking of when I say teen. So very late teen. And I didn't really understand the game. It was very hardcore. It was very, story heavy. And I kind of liked it. It ran really well on my, like, I don't know what I had at that time. Probably a 10 something. Not even that. What would it have been? Was it like a 970, 960 XT or something? I don't know what it would have been. A GTX? Yeah, like a 960 GTX or something along them lines. The video card I remember the most was the GTX 8800. That one was the one that really stapled a big jump from like Half-Life playing like shit to Half-Life playing great. Do you know what I mean? And Half-Life 2 was one of the games that card really did help me run. And after that, I just lose track of cards, really. 880 all the way up. I've had every major card there's been. I had the 2 series, the 250, is it 260? Had the 260, 750, and then up and up and up, right? So I've switched from NVIDIA now to AMD, and my whole system is now Linux. And what a good time to play Stalker, right? So let's go into the settings, because I'm seeing some artifacts that we could probably clean up. It's running in border mode, which isn't great. It's 60 frames or unlimited. Now, you never want to run this game in unlimited. Let's pull up the brightness real quick. You can actually set a crosshair, which I don't remember being in the original. I might be wrong now. Mouse sensitivity, we'll bring that down, because obviously we're going to have a very sensitive mouse for this one. We've got toggles, which is nice. We've got customized controls, happy days. And then there should be an advanced tab. There we go. So motion blurs off. We want something like atmospheric filtering all the way up, because this game does really get a bit blurred out on some of the edges. Light and distance, I don't really want to touch that. Shadows are fine. Depth of field, meh. Green space shadows. All this looks okay. Oh, here we go. Anti-aliasing. This is the problem here. So MLAA, I'm not even familiar with. I don't even know what that means. It means MIP map BIOS, I think. It's the emulator for the texture sharpening, possibly. So let me turn down the texture sharpening and just see how that looks. This is going to take some fiddling, because I'm not sure what L... Like, where is SSAO? Like, why is that not on? Doesn't seem to be a... Hang on, what's this? On a higher value, it is recommended to use DLS. Maybe turn this up. It doesn't unlock it, so I don't know. Let's use that. I mean, it looks better. It looks a lot better, but it is kind of smooth, you know, blurred. So let's go back into sharpening. It could just be that it's over sharpened. Let's go FX and see what the difference is. Very little. It's a little bit more bitty, a little less soft. Let's try it back. And we'll go with like maximum sharpening just to see what it does. Yeah, it gives it that shimmer that, you know, I just don't like. It's distracting. Everything looks too shimmery, too sharp. And again, it was only on one and it really stood out. So maybe, what does disabled look like? No way. So disabled looks just as good as having it. And then we're going to put the... It does introduce some shimmer, but I think that's it. I don't know if that's... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it off. Ah, so that's how you unlock FSR. So you have to disable anti-aliasing to then use FSR, which is absolutely an insane way to do it. And then you get extra sharpening from MSR. So let me just turn that down to about half. Oh, it's way better. Okay, the fact they've implemented FSR and I have a Radeon AMD is just a win-win for me. This is great now. This looks amazing. You can zoom right in. Yeah, I was never able to run this game at this high fidelity back in the day. And again, you have full control over the amount of shadows, the distance that shadows pop in. You have the amount of like fog. You can change everything in the game. Not as much as mods, of course. Mods really do hone it in, but I'm going to try to refrain from comparing the game to mods. So far, the colors pop and it looks nice. The text is a little small, but that's always been a Stalker problem. Which one's the... We're going to take this out of the box, are we? Okay, took all their guns and ammo. I wish I could understand what they're saying. Someone translate this English. Again, there's probably a mod for that. Okay, so this guy says, you stand no chance on your own. My scouts are good soldiers. Right now, they're right behind those freaks. Together, together you can make a run for it. What do you think? You got the guts. I got the guts.
Guys, I'm sending someone your way, so wing it. You may attack if necessary. Over.
All right, Wolf, send him in. As long as he stays out of the way. Out.
Okay, cool. So now I've got a flashing PDA up in the top left. We need to figure out how to get into that. It could be I. Probably not. Check out what button it is. Not tab. Tab's cool because it gives you the player names, but it seems like a missed trick. Let's go into controls real quick. Take a look. Got familiarized myself. So what we got? So we've got lean left and right. We've got low crouch and crouch. I don't see any toggles here, but I'm sure there are some. Okay, reloads. Inventory. Active PDA. There you go. So that's P. And PDA map is M and PDA contacts is H. It gets complicated. So I is inventory and P is PDA. There we go. So we've got the P'd up. Let's have a look. So meet Wolf's people. We can click it. It gives us an icon on the map. Let's just check out where we are. So, okay, so this is us. Yep, loner, trader. Boom. Simple to follow. Someone's been smoking a lot. Nice. Now I don't get my guns out while I'm in this area until I leave, just in case it comes across hostile and they start shooting at us. But so far so good. The game visually is exactly where I want it to be to enjoy it. So people moaning about the enhanced version, maybe they didn't have the PC or right hardware to run the game as nice. Like you can use DLSS if you have an NVIDIA card. Can you tell me something interesting? How can there be anything new here? I think of this as a kindergarten or a preschool even. Granted, if you don't hang around here, you'll get sacked in 5 minutes. The smart ones just stay here. Fair enough. Thank you for that, you happy chappy. So here I'm already seeing some light rays. They're very subtle. They're just sort of hitting the bus and skimming off the top of the bus there. Let's just bust a shot, see how loud it is. Is that about right? That do us? Yeah, we've got the Lonely Road. Now what I will say is I have played a couple of Stalker mods and the road always looks great in those mods. Like really high def, really, you know, pops. The same with the trees. In this mod, everything's still like left intact, but it's just a little bit better. Just a little bit better. So like playing the old one, if you were to go back and compare the two, I think if you've got the right system, it does make a big bump. And it does justify $16, right? That's cheap. In a sale, you're talking $10. And in a sale, you can grab all of them like I did for around $15, $16 for all three. Now that's a whole trilogy, re-enhanced, for $16. So I don't really dislike the game. I think the game itself is fine. It's just like an optimum way to relive for beginners the Stalker. So if you hadn't played Stalker yet, it's a good way to relive it. Or get into it, or experience it, whatever you want to call it. Okay, my man.
Take the med kit off the stiff. I can't reach it.
He wants us to grab the med kit from the stiff, i.e. the downed, oofed man over there. I'm going to give it to this guy. Now, I'm noticing there's no gun bob. There's no head bob. There's no gun movement.
Thank you, Marks 1. You're okay, you
Which,
know
again,
that?
was how it was originally.
Tell everyone at the camp that you helped me out.
Okay, he's going to help us out by spreading the good word. He doesn't have anything else to say. He's just happy we helped him. The crouch as well has always been a dodgy thing with Stalker games. So this is crouch. It's like almost just a screen jump. It doesn't feel like you're crouched. Now we do have some breathe movements in the gun. You can see our hands are moving to the way we're breathing, which is fine. But it doesn't seem like we have any head bob. So I'm just going to go in and have a little look, see if they have added that. Crosshairs, enable quick, no. No, so I don't see a head bob in here, which is a little bit of a mistrick. Yeah, so I checked the options, no head bob. But what I will say is with FSR, I think FSR makes it. Without FSR, this game doesn't really look much better than the original. I mean, it's obviously better, but it doesn't like really warrant its existence. But with FSR on, this game absolutely is astounding for what they've achieved. But again, it's a helping hand to somebody who's already needing a helping hand, right? So the mod community will mod without FSR. They will just mod the actual textures, the actual in-game files, you know, and then they'll go ahead and say, well, what does it look like with FSR on? And then they'll mod that. So you end up with a really massive skill set working on a game that's passionately loved by modders for no reason other than really just to improve what is already a good game, which I back 100%. I think the modders do a great job, if not a better job than the enhanced version. But the enhanced version is the way I would want to play it to get back into it. So that's what today's all about. It's just enjoying it at probably the best it's going to look without touching anything on any mod DB sites or, you know, any of the others out there. Yeah, we don't want to touch anything on the mod sites just yet. Okay, so now we have the wolves scouts. So I guess it wants us to take down these wolves. We'll let them come to us. We're in no rush. Listen to that though. I don't know if you can hear it. You got the wind, you got the rain. Feels like a dodgy day. See, this needs to snap. We need a toggle. Again, the mod community would have done that already. Damn it, I was going to shoot him in the ass. There you go. Oosh. Oh, he's limping. That's harsh. Yeah, I think we took them both down. I'm sure there's only 2. Great game. This is fun. And the fact that the gun sounds so good after all these years. Again, I don't know what's been enhanced and what's not been enhanced, but it feels like that's a standard issue gun sound effect. So we play a lot of loot shooters, we play a lot of survival games, and you can see the DNA in this game. 20 years old, and it has all of those DNAs in there, and it has a more hardcore skill set. You know, this is not an easy game to get into by any means. But I intend to push myself through it, do the best I can. Yeah, we've got a burnt out old wreck. We've got some sort of bonfire to keep somebody warm. And what it creates as well is a living, breathing environment. So those 2 guys, you saw one down, the other guy injured, caused by them rabid dogs there. So we've helped one out, we've healed him. He's going to go back and tell everyone that we did so. That gives us a little bit of rep with their faction. There is faction dynamics in the game if you want there to be. And there's also a hardcore survival mode in this game as well. So it offers a lot of replayability. There's about 4 different modes, and there's different ways to start the game, different sort of, you know, ideas of what you're going to be doing and how you're going to be doing it. And I think that's where a lot of these loot shooters and mainly survival games have spawned their ideas from. And I didn't really realize how much of an impact Stalker has on the entire genre of survival games. It's, if you look at this and then look at DayZ, or if you look at this and then look at any other survival game like Scum, how punishing Scum was to get used to and get into, this game's twice as hard to get into because it's very punishing. Every AI shoots good, every dog can kill you. Like, it's so much going against you. And when you become good at this game, you really do feel like a boss. And that's where I want to be. I want to be at boss stage so that I can play all of the mods and get into Stalker 2 fully. Stalker 2 is just now releasing its DLC, which is a big one for Stalker 2. Let's go round up the men. Let's go.
Wolf here sent us some support along with the order to
We cocked
attack.
that gun way too
Time
much.
to move
We've
on
done
to
it about
be
4
heroes.
times. No reason. It's what they do in the old movies in 90s. They just keep firing, they never reload, and when they do reload, it's just a quick cock.
Keep close together, don't scatter like cockroaches.
I'm dying for some movement from my character here. Some head bob, some bobbing and weaving. You know, check the gun out, put it away, you know. All the modern things that they've added to the gameplay style over the time through different games here and there. Ooh, okay, we're in. So this is the first place where you will get oofed. And I have been time and time again back in the day. We do have lean, which is nice, and I don't remember lean ever being in the original. The enemies look like our friends. Again, the friends look like the enemies. And they can really do damage quick in this game. So you've got to be quite cautious about everything you do at all times. Bring it. There he goes. Give us bleed damage. One down. Another one. Where did that come from? I think he's our friend. I think I might have shot our friend in there and then he's turned on us. So now everybody hates us. The way the bullets just ping around the environment still feels good. Come on, I know you're there. Come on. Okay, I don't know if we've got time, but I'd like to use some sort of health bandage. There you go. No animation to that, just uses it. This gun's lethal, but it feels unreliable. Okay, we've got one left that we didn't get. Don't dare go in there. It's very nasty to go in there. Luckily, we've got enough ammo. Check this guy. Take his stuff. Where did that come from? Ay, ay, ay. Stop energy drink. Now moving in. Ooh, one blast from that shotgun and I am done. Oh, you bastard. And that is my first jump into Stalker again. You can see why I quit. It's actually going to give me brain damage, this game. And not just this one. I have like 3 modded versions to play through and do first impressions of. I have the 2 sequels, plus I have Stalker 2. But it's got it. It's got the gameplay. It's got the excitement. It's got the risk and reward. Every movement counts. They are so good, the AI in this game. They always have been. And not for like good reason. It's not like they're super like advanced. It's just they're damn good shots and they kill you quick. So you just got to be on point.
So, Marked One, I saved you. And I'm not going to pretend I did it to win favors upstairs. You do some jobs for me, and we're even. Besides, keeping you busy might be a good way to deal with your amnesia. And I'll see what I can find out about your problem. I don't give a shit why you want to find this S.T.A.L.K.E.R.s guy. I mind my own business. If you want to kill him, well, you must have your reasons. What are you standing there for? Come closer. I don't bite.
Right, so what I'm going to do this time is save as we leave our safe space. get rid of the dogs, then
choice is
save if I
yours.
do good,
Either I
and then
train
do it like
mushu
that,
like I usually
incrementally
do with all the
saving as we
rookies, or
go.
I treat you like a real stalker, and I got a job.
Sweet.
Well, good hunting, Stalker.
Appreciate the speed and the fact that it's a toggle run.
Guys, I'm sending someone your way, so wing it. You may attack if necessary. Over.
I'm not sure it's beneficial to take the weapon or not. Like, there's two guns there, but I don't necessarily need them. I'm probably just going to leave that behind. We can talk to this guy? Okay. He doesn't know anything, though. That's a tune. I need a job. Do you have something for me? Destroy the bear lair. Okay, we'll take that as well. Here for a job. Destroy the bear lair. Right, I'll do that sometime. Okay, cool. And something I did notice is if I bring out the knife, that is not the original knife right there. This knife has definitely been redone and it looks absolutely great. There's Mr. Happy guarding. Doesn't know why anyone leaves. Okay, we've got the whole Rambo chop suey thing going on.
Help me, brother. Take the med kit off the stiff.
Save this guy. Grab a health kit.
Thank you, Mark. You're okay, you know that? I'll be sure to tell everyone at the camp that you helped me out.
Oh, will you piss off? Okay, sweet. So he's going to tell everyone that we're good again. And we'll save the game as soon as we get rid of the wild pack of dogs down here. Let's just double check that that is what we need to do. So meet the wolf people. Yep, so that's over there. That starts off the battle. Kill the bandits at the car park and get the flash drive from Nimble and a flash drive to the trader. And that's basically all we want to do today for our first impressions, is get through that main thing, get a nice save done, and just prove that we can actually survive, you know, incrementally. It's going to be like a massive series, you know, we're going to be going through. Definitely follow the playlist. Alright, let's see if we can get a bit higher. The road did actually work out well for us last time, so this guy's got a gun, so I'm thinking he may actually just help us. We tag him in the action. They're right out there now. Ooh. He was not happy with me messing with his friend. Show him in the ass, man down. Ooh, what was that I dropped? My gun. Dang. Yeah, I'm happy with the fact that when I reload that they don't take the entire clip away. It's not that based in realism. It's more about just like the arcade play, do you know what I mean, that it was back in the day. They haven't tried to make it a little bit more punishing for any reason. They've not changed the core gameplay, they've just changed the visuals. And even then, I say changed. It's more literally, it's called the enhanced version for a reason. It's just a nice enhancement. So they don't provide any reward, but we did complete another task. Let's go talk to these guys. What's on?
Pipe down, man. Let me fill you in.
Let's round them
Man,
up.
Wolf here sent us some support along with the order to attack. Time to move
I
on.
love the
and
way
be
that they
heroes.
send me in with that piddly little handgun, but then this guy's rocking the sawn off. Hey, what up, Phil? How you doing, my friend? Ooh. Just playing our first revisit of Stalker. I hope you're having a great morning, waking up with the sun on your back or whatever. Sun is shining. It's not actually that warm today, hence the hoodie. You just woke up, sweet, and you got my ugly mug on. You must be glutton for punishment, bro. He's shooting from there and left me in... Oh, I don't even want to go there. This guy's put us in the thick of it. And we don't want to take it too fast or rush it. We just want to take our time. Do as we did before. And down. Yeah, it was hot yesterday. No, so we didn't... Well, we did kind of. We had some heat yesterday. So they're still friends. Now, I shot these guys before, which probably didn't help, right? So I'm going to keep them on side and let them do half the work for me. There he goes. Anyone in a yellow coat. See, the thing with Stalker is you don't really have a lot of opportunity to choose who you're going to shoot at. It's like an enemy's got a gun, they're coming right for you. You know, you're going to assume I've got to pop a shot. You're like, this is gross. Look, this guy's been left to starve. This guy's just half a man. This game goes deep. Okay, he's not a friend, is he? He looks like a friend. Whoa. Okay, here we go. Well, so I'm finishing. Oh. I see you, baby. Come on. Come on with it. Go yourself. Trying to trick me, bros. They're trying to trick me. Okay, let's move it sideways. Feed him. Feed who? You talking? Okay, we'll pop shots from this side. Ooh, I got you. I got you. Nice. You gotta love them on a reload. Now here, the guy scared the hell out of me last time. But I don't know if he's going to be here, so I'm just going to like peep. Yeah, there he is. Through the wall. Get some. Game does not mess about. Have you ever played Stalker, Phil? Is it in your repertoire? Do you have this? Oh, health pack. Yeah, take all the loot. Oh, let's take all on R. I didn't realise. Okay, we can quick loot on R. I've got to remember that. There's his shotgun. Damn straight. Hell yeah. Ooh, that look good. This is 20 years old, this game right now. 20 years old. And okay, it's the enhanced version, but still. Give credit where credit is due. It's running smooth like butter. Nah, but it looks good. It's a good one, yeah. Awesome. I can't believe you don't know about Stalker. A lot of people don't, you know. I've come to realise the hardcore community, they're all for it. But like, you know, general people, they don't really play it. General consumer gamer, you know. Not an easy one to get into, so I don't blame you for not playing it. Right. Got to start learning to use take all. Damn, the shotgun's got range. That was right across the room. Roger is almost here. Yeah, we're gonna have to do another one, bro. So we're running on Linux right now. I don't know if you can tell or not, whether it makes any difference to the live stream at all, but we're actually doing very well with it. We've had a few teething problems, but nothing I can't get past. Okay, okay, sweet. So not only does it take all of the ammo, it also... I'm gonna get in here real quick. Yeah, not only does it take all of the ammo, it also closes the backpack for you. Yeah, my man's up there. We've got one down here. I've got to get him first. Shotgun's not the best. The picture looks good, plus the speed seems fast. The speed on what you mean? I'm like 60 frames, or are you talking about the game? Or like the game itself is 20 years old, so it was gonna always run pretty sweet on any system. I've increased the picture quality, so you shouldn't get as many pixelated. Yeah, the frames, right? So I mean the game's running at 120 or 60 capped easily. Bro, I run out of ammo at the worst time. Get some. So this is what spawned all looter shooters, all survival games. The DNA of this game is really where it all started. Like there was some others, but this one really did make its mark. And I didn't get it back in the day, but now I do. This one gives the same feels as any other game I've played from the modern day looter shooter genre. You know, the survival game, you know, PvP, any of those. You just get the feels straight away. And yeah, it don't look as good, but I've got a full-fledged, I think it's got about 535 mods at the moment into this game to make it look modern day. It has modern weapons, it has modern techniques, it has an old new interface. It's absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to get round to it. Couple weeks. But how are you today? How are the pugs? How are they doing? Are they recovered from their hangover? I'm sure he's in there, but I can't guarantee it. Being sneaky. I'm thinking go shotgun because we're quite close now. Cooey. I've got light reflections on my gun. So good. I don't trust him. Oh, there's bread. Where's that bread? There. I got bread. Okay, I've just seen him. He just ran off up there. Okay, I gotcha. I think at this point in the game, taking all is just essential. I'm not really bothered about hunting through and seeing what it is. As long as I've got ammo and health, we're good. I like the layout of this game as well. Like everything's where you guys can see it. Hello, what's he shooting at? Bring it, bro. Maybe not aim down sight because I've got a bit more range then. Right, I'm just trying to work out which one flicking the... I think the AI is having a moment. Oh, he's give up. I barely saw him in the dark there. He's got my man captured.
Brother. I could never thank you enough.
Nimble. What up, son? Right, we can take a moment to talk to chat. How's the Hadouken? He's got this like thing where he gets these really long, lovely feathers, and then he just pulls them out. So then he ends up with like this little stubby body, and he likes it like that because he can like run around and get in places. Do you know what I mean? When he's got this massive tail, like obviously out in the wild, he'd be up in a tree somewhere. So I think he's having some sort of issue where he just doesn't want, and like I've tried clipping his feathers back, I've tried helping him out, so just like round him off a bit. But like he really doesn't like them, and I can't stop him. So I'm trying to put a cone on him right now. So he's got this big thing around his neck, and it stops him being able to turn around and like peck his own ass. So that's where he's at the moment. But he's doing fine. He's having he's happy. He just like, you know, he loves his fruit and he loves hanging around and doing stuff. But he just he has a weird habit at the moment. He's running around like a naked chicken. Well, I mean, it got to that point and I was worried. I was like, what are you doing? But it just seems like he's super happy. He just doesn't want the big towel feathers because he can't, like, he climbs up on the curtain. And then when he goes around the other side of the curtain to like look out the window or go up into the, you know, you have them little square windows at the top that you open out. He sort of sits up in there and just like sunbathes when the sun's out. But with his big tail feathers, it's kind of constantly pushing it against his back. And I don't think he likes it, so he just pulls them out. So what I've done, I've actually like put his cage opens up. So I've put him on top of the cage on like a big perch. And now he's got like free room all the way around. So I'm hoping he doesn't feel the need to do it anymore. And therefore I introduce him back into the other room when that's done. But it's a weird one. I don't really get him, so I'm just letting him sort of tell me what he wants. But he's fine, you know. He's eating and drinking well, and he's healthy. He's super healthy, if anything. He's just having a little bit of a moment with his tail feathers. He sort of he sees the other birds, and they're small, so they're two little parrotlets, little mini parrots. They're like I guess they're like willow compared to other birds. And he sees them, and they obviously run around like lunatics doing their thing. And I think he wants to join in, but like he's this big parrot, you know what I mean? So I refuse to do the job. All right, let's do it. I need a job. Give me something to do. Okay, so let's check the PDA, which is your main go-to. We're going to ping it on the map, which is really good. It actually tells you exactly where to go. So let's back at base essentially now. Take the flash drive to him, and then we've got this like secondary mission here, which is quite cool. Now if I click it, it tells me what I've got to do. So it says come to the den of some dudes. Can't remember anything, just have the PDA on me with a picture of some other dude. There's just one image on the PDA. There's just one message on the PDA. Kill S.T.A.L.K.E.R.s. Whoever S.T.A.L.K.E.R.s is, that's who we're going to have to oof at another date, at another time. At the moment, we're just going to head back and hand in the USB. So far, so good. I'm going to keep an eye out for anyone who might still be lingering around. Pretty sure a guy ran off in this direction. There might be some loot that I've missed as well. So maybe come back and loot at a later date too. Don't know if these are breakable, are they? Oh, they are. Nice. To be honest, I know it's 20 years old, but it hasn't had 20 years of updates, if you know what I mean. It was basically I think they dropped it. I think the game just got sort of left to the dust, and then everybody wanted it back. They started modding it. You know, mod community took off, and then the company got hold of it and got the rights to it or whatever they did, and now they've sort of redone the enhanced version, which we're playing now, which gives you the better bricks and stuff. But I think the old idea in it was just that it wasn't updated in between. So the game would release in like big box version. Then they might have like a iteration like a couple years later where it's a small disc version. But then it just didn't get any updates, right? So the game itself relied on the community. So I think, again, this is why people were a little bit pissed with the enhanced version, because it broke a lot of the mods. So then all the stuff they've been putting time and effort in, and all the people they got to know, now this game came out that kind of shat on everything they've built. And I kind of get that, but it really is just the community side of things, the modding community side of things, that need to just like, you know, stick to your own lane. Do you know what I mean? It's a good lane to be in. And then let like the beginners and the newbies and people like myself who want to just experience it before going down the mod route, enjoy the game. Do you know what I mean? So like mixed reviews, most of it comes from either it running bad on their system, not having a system to run it, because it does demand 8 gig RAM now instead of the small amount that the original did. Even with heavy mods, it doesn't really command 8 gig of RAM a lot of times. Gamma, yes, but that's an anomaly. That's the modern of the modern. But the ones before that didn't really warrant 8 gigs of RAM anyway. So I think overall it has two niche markets, and this one caters to one niche, and the modding community obviously garners the original game and the custom EXEs. So I think for me, I'd rather play the game like this, and the way I'm experiencing it, you know, sort of missions by missions, creating content. We're going to move on and do first impressions of all the other games, but we're not going to start those until we finish the original all the way through. And then we're going to be doing the Gamma and whatever other, I think there's about 3 other big mods that we need to test out. We're going to be checking them all out and then going into Stalker 2. And I think once I got all that out of the way, I'll then probably have made some friends in the modding community and sort of get guided, you know, to what's hot and what's not. And I think Stalker is just one of those games that I'm really looking forward to getting back into. It hasn't let me down today. I think it's a great version. You're going to be busy. I'm always busy, man. I'm always busy. That's not just it. We're not just doing Stalker. Like we've got, because we're now on Linux, you know, I've just been waiting. Yeah, I've got to put my weapon away before I get popped. There you go. We've got, you know, Tekken coming back. Mortal Kombat 1, believe it or not, is native Linux. So Mortal Kombat 1 can come back for a bit. Street Fighter 6 is native Linux, and 5. So pretty much anything works nowadays. So it doesn't really matter what we play. There's just some anti-cheat systems that are too intrusive that they don't let you play those games. Those anti-cheat games, I mean, I don't really want that intrusiveness on my system anyway. So I'm not bothered. You know, if they're going to use systems like that, then good for them. But I'll just stay happy with what I've got. Yeah. Basically, anything single player will play. Okay, so got any special missions for me? I need a job. Okay, so did he take the card? I didn't even see. Oh, here we go. Where's the flash drive? Here it is. And then as a result, we got Captive Stalker's flash drive, 1,500 quid. So we now have a few bits of cheese in the bank.
Listen, anyway, here's the thing about S.T.A.L.K.E.R.s. There's a Stalker.
Ooh, he's going to explain S.T.A.L.K.E.R.s. That's the guy with the picture on the PDA we had.
The path to the northern reaches of the zone. That is a virgin area, real gold mine for artifacts. Yeah. Anyway, I can help you find him. However, as you can imagine, it won't be a free ride. You'll have to work.
Always a catch with this man. Always a catch.
We'll both benefit. All right, listen. Once you have the briefcase, don't bring it here.
Okay.
Take it straight to the barman. He runs the Stalker bar at 100 rads. I'll upload the coordinates and all the data you need to your PDA. Clear?
The missions are so cool. You have to listen. You have to pay attention. But basically, we're going to steal a briefcase from a man, give it to another man, get the PDA updated with data, and then bring it to this man, and then that mission's done. So that's going to be part 2.
You'll need to go north through the garbage, then turn west.
He seems happy with that as well. Okay, awesome. So ending the first mission, what did we actually come away with? So we've got a shotgun, we've got 3 handguns, we've got a handgun with a silencer on, which is really good. That actually gives me like burn damage and shock damage and all sorts in there. And we've got a bunch of items for healing up and stuff. So we're doing actually all right after the first mission. The game's not overly punishing for beginners. You just have to take it slow and understand that every shot is going to count and every shot at you could kill you. So it's not easy to, it's not a game where you can just pop shots all over the place and run around like Call of Duty lunatic. Call of Duty is not in the DNA of this game. Right, so we're going to go to save game. And we are going to delete all of these. Can I just, I don't want to press any delete buttons, but I'm going to go in and delete these. Just so we can clean it up a bit. As long as I leave one autosave and then I go ahead and save my game. There you go. Now, I'm assuming you guys, I mean, what is the time? So it's now 4, we've got an hour. So I'm assuming you guys want to see more of this game. So I'm just going to continue playing. Then pick up for mission 2. So what I'll do an outro because that hour's done, right? So as I say, right guys, thank you for joining me today. Today has been the Stalker revisit, and what a revisit it's been. I've really enjoyed it. We've done up to just over an hour and I've had a blast all the way. I died once, I got success on my first mission, and I'm feeling pumped. So I wanted to score this game on a first impression as an easy, because of the time it's been out, 20 years plus an enhanced version, plus the modding community is amazing. This has got to be a 4 out of 5 game. A 4 out of 5 game all day long. And I think with the modding community's help, it's going to be a 4.5 out of 5 for at least Gamma. Come on now. So I just want to thank you guys for being part of the videos. Thank you for your time. Time is valuable. Thank you for spending it with me. And I want to welcome you to join the playlist of Stalker and all of the Stalker subsequent games. We're going to be covering Stalker 2 and the new DLC. And we've got a bunch of stuff going on in the Stalker community. So definitely follow along at mmoshanuz, i.e. first person shooter Shanus. And the link's in the description down below if you want to follow along now. These videos live will be up on MMO, but we're going to be moving them across to mmoshanuz as we go. I want to thank everyone for joining me. You've all been amazing, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Bye-bye. Right, okay, so stage 2. So what I'm going to do, just stop my recording. Hopefully it doesn't crash my system or anything weird. There we go. Still live. Good stuff. Now we're going to do part 2. Right, guys, thank you for joining me for part 2, the Dukes, baby, as we go on for our second mission. Now, I'm not going to give you no waffle or guff. We're just going to jump in and have some fun with this one and see how we get on. So I hope you enjoy your time with us, and thank you for getting this far in the series so far. We're probably going to have about 10 to 20 videos based around just the first Stalker. So get yourself a cup of tea, put your feet up, and enjoy. Right, let's go. What do you reckon? That's how we do it, baby. Multi-batch film now. So we've got, what we got? So we've got this week, we've got next week, and then we've got a 3-day week. So basically in the next 2 weeks are golden. And then we're off for, I think, a month just to edit stuff. And then we're back again, right? And that depends on what comes out. If some big hot games come out, then we're going to have to do those. We're going to be doing S.T.A.L.K.E.R.s next week. We're doing Stalker next week. We covered a nice game just a minute ago. Earlier we did so if you watch the rerun later, you'll see it was a really good survival game. It kind of feels like this, but in a modern sort of setting. That was a nice game. I enjoyed that. I think it was called Mist, Project Mist. It's a good one. Part 2, motherfuckers. That's it. We're in. So we don't need to really get anything here. We could talk to this guy. So your guys and I made a okay at the car park. Oh, made it A-OK at the car park. You Americans. He's actually, what's it called again? Ukrainian. He's actually based on Ukrainian conversations, I believe. That's awesome, man. Here, take this. That's my personal reward to you. He gave me a jellyfish. I did all that for a jellyfish. Come on, bros. Destroy the bear layer. I'm going to do it, bro. I need a job. I'm here for a job. I refuse to do it, or some other time. So I don't think we can accept this job yet because we basically have negative answers on both. Okay, we'll come back and see this man. He's very stern. Bit of a legend. Here we go. So the night or the evening is dawning, so the night will be hitting us soon. We don't want to be out in the dark, that's for sure. You're running at full speed. I'm not really seeing anything other than these glitches that you see. It's funny because we just played... Hey, what up, man? Do you love stories, Mr. Stalker? I do love a story, I do indeed. I wouldn't call myself a stalker, though. I'm not a creepy creeper. Mr. Shanus Stalker, that's it. We're trying, baby, we're trying. We're having a little bit of gin and juice, and we're having a good time. Can I just pop shots of that? Can we... Oh, what was that? This game F's me up every time. It goes from 0 to hero well quick. Okay, let's move on. No, no, no. Okay, we're going, we're going. There you go, we've got waypoint. That's all I need to see. Chase me, chase me. Well, there's 3 of them this time. Make that 2. Bring it. Oh, there's a whole bunch. Let's swap it to the shotgun, bear with. Off. Nice. Off. Where's your friend? Yeah, you better run. Okay, bitches. They're going to come back and take a chunk out my ass. That's what they're going to do. Ooh, what's that? A dog tail. Why would I want that? I'm going to take it, but why? He's falling apart, these animals. I was quite bored with Merc life. One day I had enough of it and decided to join the Stalkers, whom I saw weaker as an organization. Okay. I don't know where you're going with that, bro. But I find, like, at the minute I find it funny because I'm playing Stalker, but I've planned to play Stalker 7 years ago and just never did, right? I was into my Titanfall 2 and I was playing, what else did we play? We played a lot of like Tekken, Street Fighter, 8-Ball Pool, you know, we're in the fun games, right? The sort of a little bit more sheeple, a little bit more mainstream, but really, really enjoyable games. And I just kind of left the hardcore games to the side. But because I've been playing a lot of looter shooters, a lot of survival games, I've kind of done what you just said, where I'm kind of joining the organization because I kind of like the modding community and I kind of like the attitude of the guys. I do find them obviously quite intimidating. A lot of the guys, you know, they've been playing it for years and it's their only game and all that stuff. But like for me, it's just like I want to try and make some fun content just based around, you know, not taking it too serious. Whoa, there you go. Get some. Okay, no tail for me off him. There's one more over here. No, I'm still happy with that. You know, we survived. That's the main thing. The game is all about survival. I had to hide my past, so I dedicated to stash my ex gear in a crate. You stashed your ex's gear in a crate? One night when wolves were sleeping, I climbed into the house where what? Where usually hangs around. You mean where she usually hangs around? One night when Wolf was sleeping, I climbed into the house where usually hangs around. He's usually a person? What are we doing? Then I jumped to the other building with Nimble. Are you like fan fiction in the hell out of this game? That's awesome. You should do that. Right, hang on. I've got an anomaly. What was I saying before? I kind of lost track. So these anomalies. I was playing active matter the other day, and if you don't see active matter in this game, then you are seriously confused. Because, bruh, this game has heavy influence on those games. And the fact that we kept getting hit by these anomalies that you couldn't see in the long grass, that's how they stitched you up. Look, here is clearly visible what's going on. I can't walk into that by accident. Well, I can, but I'm going to try not to. But, like, in active matter, they were purposely hiding them to cause the player pain. And it really annoyed me. Whereas in this game, it's done tastefully. And I actually don't mind the anomalies in this game at all. Just going to say that because we did have a right go at the devs for active matter because they do such things. Okay, I'm going to get up on the back of this. There we go. Let's have a little lay of the land. We've got a man down over here. You don't have nothing. Right, so are we at waypoint? I think we are. Quests. But they're not called quests, they're called tasks. Traverse the railroad embankment, which I assume is this. When it says traverse, it means get up to the top, doesn't it? Oh, what is this now? How do we throw the coin? I know I've got a coin somewhere. My memory is serving. If my memory's serving me well, there is a coin button. Just bear with. EDA, quick drop, use, screenshot, flashlight. Okay, maybe not. Okay, I'm not seeing it. Every other game has a coin. I don't think this one actually has one. Whoa! What in the fuck? I was in the fucking menu. Where did all that come from? Oh, brain ache. I believe no one will find my crate in that roof crack. Do you know what it sounds like? Have you ever seen a movie called Secret Window with Johnny Depp? It's based on a book. It actually sounds very much like your story, where he buries his ex-missus under a bunch of corn. The corn grows, eating the body. Then he eats the corn to eat the evidence. And no one will ever look. Well, the story will unfold itself as long as you play. Okie doke. Let's keep it PG-13 though. Maybe great one named Seamus. Hang on, I'm in the story? Wait a minute, wait a minute. What is going on? Freaked out now. What's going on? My last moments in this mutant's jaw. I wish I didn't die, but anyways, maybe a great one named Seamus. It's the story of a merc. Take it or leave it. Will the story will unfold itself as long as you play. By the way, there is a quick save and a quick load. Well, I wanted to start from where I was because I kind of enjoyed it and I just want to run through it again. Kind of getting my grips with the controls and whatnot. Just to confirm, there is no coin, right? Like, I'm not a lunatic. I can't. Normally there's a coin you throw to hit the anomalies. It doesn't seem like this one has one. I could go pressing a load of buttons. I'll probably F things up. I'm going to put my torch on for you guys. Running through the minefields. Okay, this fence don't look like it's friendly. Is he a friend or a foe? He looks like a friend. Up, Jeff.
Прибери ствол, тоді поговоримо.
Yashimash. I'm sorry. It's not rude. I just don't understand Ukrainian. I wouldn't even know if they weren't talking Ukrainian, to be honest. The coin, it's bolt 6. Bolt 6? Oh. Oh, it's a bowl. I'm looking for coin in this because I'm sure in one of the other ones it's a coin. I might be mistaken. Maybe in another game it's a coin. Okay, thank you for that. Sweet. So it's on 6. I knew you'd know. If you're going to tell fan fiction stories about it, you definitely are into it. Okay, so this is the train. This is the thing it says to traverse. I think as long as we take the dogs out, we're good. Right, so let's get the bolt out and give that a dash. Nice. That looked good. Yeah, that looks well good. Get some. Do they ever go away or what? It's the anomaly that didn't want to leave. That's some bullshit, that is. Scared the hell out of me. Get up there, you bloke. There you go. You can speak to them. No need to be afraid of the soldiers right now. Mr. Shane Stalker. I tried very hard to, on my first playthrough, I tried very hard to do good and I actually shot my own man. So then the whole team hated me. But this time they're alright. That is cool. This is why I like to play these games. You know, I'm just obsessed with like visuals and sound effects and the atmosphere. That's sick. Okay, the dogs have gone, so what is now the challenge? To speak to this guy on the floor? Ooh. Okay. Why does cancel only work when I press it hard? Click the PD. It says traverse the railroad embankment. So there's the case we need. I'm not sure that's the same task there. It says still this documents in the case. Is that a side quest because it's purple? Let's go up and around. Reversals, there we go. You can check the tasks in the PDA, enjoy the stream. Oh, that's that thing. Your best friend, 1 quick save, 2 headshots. That's it. Oh, it was accident. It was an accident. Ooh, okay, this don't look good. We've got action. I think he might have seen me. Is he a friend? No, he's an enemy. Okay, we've got a grenade. Got to learn these buttons. Right. No Granada. But we do have a shotgun, of course. Do you know what? I'm going to use that sexy pistol there. I'm assuming it takes the same ammo. Oh, now we're playing with fire. Got a bit more range on it, maybe. Here's our creep. Yeah. No, don't shoot. Beak. Okay, well, put my gun away to a red target. I think you're mad, bro, but I'll trust you. I think we can quick save anyway, you said, right? So if I just do this and then go save. Yeah, there you go. Okay, let's go see.
What are you standing there for, Stalker? If you want to go through, come up and we'll have a chat. If not, I suggest you take off before we get angry.
I think we want to go through. Okay, took a bribe. Happy days. Thank you for the advice there. I was just about to pop them all. What about if I steal from them? Nah, better not. Better not. Don't rock the boat when you're sitting in it.
Standing there for, Stalker. If you want to go through, come up.
Are them peasants going to charge me every time I want to go back and forth?
Regarding S.T.A.L.K.E.R.s, a stalker by the name of Fox
That's some
is coming
rudeness.
back from a raid. Looks like he had a rough time and needs help. He came back with some type of critters all over him. He says he won't
Well,
last long.
if you have the
He just might know
SMG
something
or other
about
weapons,
S.T.A.L.K.E.R.s. You gotta go see him
it's
right
time to
now.
kill them off.
Here are his coordinates.
But with a shotgun, hassled. I get it. I get it. It's hassle we don't need right now. Ooh, there we go. There's another one. It's really weird that they only go temporarily. I think they should disappear permanently until like at least 10 minutes or something passes. Okay, we've got a bunch of dogs making noise. We are at where we want to be. What's this up here? Ooh. To the... Oh, okay. Okay, let's go. So the wounded fox is around here somewhere. I want high ground. Nice. Duck it down low. Not that you can tell in this game, by the way. This is the crouch. Okay, let's go. Base. Is that already dead? I heard dogs. I thought they look like dogs, right? They're dogs. Don't blame the newbie. Okay, so those are dead. So there must be someone in there who killed them. Just check the area for any nasties that might be loitering around. There's a couple of dogs over there, look. Yeah, I see you. Can't actually get to me up here, so maybe take them out early. They don't seem that bothered about me, though. Whoa, what up, dude? There you are, have a health pack. Too much Kraken. He showed me the Kraken. He looks like someone who showed you the Kraken. You don't want to be left with him in the dark night. Look. Look at that face. Bruh. His mum must have been about 30 stone. He's just got one of them faces, right? Oh. Big heifer. Oh. You know the sort of bird only foreign blokes bang. Oh. He started something. Why have you done this? I told you he was special. Oi. To be fair, he's doing a lot of the work. Yes, there we go. Come on, finish him, my man. Oh, he can't shoot for shit. What are you doing? Was that supposed to happen? What have you done? Get out. Okay, Mr. Stereo stuff. He had a double barrel shotgun. He was shooting the floor. He showed that floor. What a donut. That weren't even on me. Do you know what I mean? I could have saved him had I known this would happen. I thought he was just an NPC that was just going to help me out for a bit. You know, invincible. I guess nobody is in this game. I don't know why I'm looking around for dog tails. Like, I didn't want one in the first place. Once upon a time, there was a stalker who was surrounded by dogs. He had information for the fellow stalker. He thought the stalker was capable. Turns out he wasn't. Okay, yeah, I like this storytelling. That's awesome. So instead of worrying about it, we had a brew. Okay, good. So we've got new PDA, which I'm actually worried about reading because I don't think that was supposed to happen. It says, learn something of relock from Sir Ye? Sir Ye. Hear ye, hear ye. Oh, he's miles away. Bro, that's a trek. See, if you'd have done your job and stopped being such a peen-ass. He should have got glasses when he was young. But at this point I'm going to save because we're actually doing all right. Well, next to that incident. Let me get back. Stalker thought his fella has stash info at least. His death is not a waste. Wow. Yeah, and we've now got a new task that we have to go and do. So it's not the end of the game, which is good. There's a bunch of dogs doing something. Whoa. That guy's got an MP5. Someone's talking to me. What are you doing?
Ствол униз. Хлопче,
Привіт.
давай без стволів поговоримо. По-людськи. Опусти ствол.
What do you want? Get back up off me, bro. Pointing your gat. His death was not a waste. I'm sure he'll be fine. This guy's just giving me a bunch of stuff. Hell yeah. Do you know what? In the first hour and a half of the game, as punishing as the game can be, and I do think even in the veterans and experienced players will still come across the odd time when it catches them by surprise. It's actually really nice. Like, I'm getting good loot, you know? It's not punishing, really. I thought it was going to be way worse, but then I'm only just starting. So it probably can be, of course. Okay, we've got 18 out of 34 shots in this. That was a quick load. That was the quickest reload I've ever seen. Basically stroked his gun. Ooh. There's a body in there. I'm just curious what he's carrying. Okay, I'm on crouch. Nothing. The guy had nothing. Waste.
Прибери ствол, тоді
Not you
поговоримо.
again. Okay, let's keep heading straight. Maybe pop the gun away. I've got to start getting used to that because I think it actually helps not be attacked. Got people getting the wrong impression. What's going on here? Who are they pointing at? What's going on? Oh, they're apparently breaching. We just come along for the ride. Better get a pistol out and kind of pick a side. Okay, we've got a man down. I'm not even sure who's on whose team right now. I'm just going to go by the code colour. Oh. Who's shooting at me? Yeah, I think it's Guyz in a tower. No, he's not up here. Ah, I think it was him. What in the world? He wasn't even done. This game's freaking me out now. It's getting too legit. I'll have a bit of that. Already get my gun off. Nothing in now, unfortunately. I'm going to lose track of this. His destiny awaits him in the garbage area. I mean, that's the story of my fucking life right there. Meanwhile, there was another story brewing in the garbage area. Some time ago, some guy had his brilliant idea. They should have stored some goods or goodies. They should have stored some goodies in a forgotten spot with a different idea because bandits might attack. Should they put those things on the broken tower in the crates, someone could notice something. Maybe even Bez doesn't know it. I don't know if you're telling me to store items for a rainy day or whether I'm supposed to find something here that's hidden and I don't know where it is yet. But I appreciate you, bro. Move to the next level. What is this now? Some sort of loading screen? I guess so. I'm going to say no because I want to check the map. Yeah, so to get into this building... Oh! What in the mother? How can you have a gunfight in the middle of a loading screen? Here's some. Oh, I think that was the wrong guy. Oh, I don't think I should have done that. They all look the bloody same. Oh. Transitions are happening this way between maps, and these things might happen. Well, I got a little bit kerfuffled. There was transitions going on. There was dudes like creeping at me with guns that just looked like enemies. I think I made a big mistake. Let me load the game. So let's have a look what we've got going on. So 1623 is the next one. Where does that go? Yes, 1623. Sadly, Stalker thought, why did I become target for both sides? I was in a sandwich. I was in a sandwich of crime. Okay. What time we got? Oh, we got half hour. We got half hour. But let's be nice to everybody. Try and get this. Try and get this done. It's not actually that bad, you know. We get to the point where we had the MP5. I think yeah, we can just grab the MP5 again. Put that there. Nice. I've got a Granada. Now, I'm assuming that the enhanced version did redo a lot of the skins because this MP5 does not look anything like the MP5 that I remember 20 years ago. So I'm assuming we've got higher def textures on everything, which is a welcome. You know, redo the guns, redo the hands, redo the NPCs. I would have done the same. I don't think this game needs touching, as in fixing. You know, you see, I made a comment about Assassin's Creed, right? Black Flag. I said the game's good, leave it alone, don't touch it. We don't want you to change nothing. This game, I think, is prime example of how you do it right. You just touch the textures, you make the lighting better, you make the atmosphere bang, but you don't actually touch the core gameplay, and you don't mess with anything that players already love. Black Flag, I feel, is going to be a few stages too far in that evolution period. Okay, sweets. I've got a bunch of stuff, you know. I'm doing alright. I think I'm doing alright. I've died twice in like 2.5 hours. Well, I've only got here in 2 hours, so there's that. The enhanced edition, the original was 5.5, the new one is 12 gigs. And it also requires 8 gig RAM instead of what, 4 or 5? Okay, these are friendlies. I nearly popped them. They don't even like me. Alright, go fuck yourselves. Get on with it. Leave me the F alone. Put my torch on, boys. Just me and my MP5 on a lonely, lonely road. Where's my loading screen? There it is. Let's move to the next level. Level up. Okay, so the mission is to kill the bandit leader by the looks of it, who's just ahead of us. Happy days. Killing is definitely the easiest mission to understand. Point, shoot, spray and pray. Okay, I've got eyes on. Some sort of argument. Oh, they're robbing him. Get him. Get revenge. Yes, my man. There you go, for the win. I made a friend. I was worried I was taking on the wrong one then.
People, this is the commander of the neutral squad. We've kicked the bandits out of the derelict machinery scrapyard, expecting counterattack. We're low on numbers, so everyone's welcome to give us a helping hand.
Oh, my battery's dying. What's going on my phone here? 2%. Let me just take the plug. Plug that into there. Here you rig it, hook it up. That should keep it ticking over. Where was we? What's going on here then? We're trying to clear the garbage of bandits. So they're calling the bandits the garbage. My friends are going to ambush the bandit squad nearby. Okay, sounds good. He does have a trade button. This is the stuff I can trade and can't trade. So I can trade bread with him. He doesn't seem to have anything, so I'm not going to bother trading with somebody who has nothing, right? Bravo! I made a good choice. I get overly excited with things, you know. I love gaming. What in the world? Super jump. Yeah, I get overly excited with things, just like my man now, because he got a full stack of loot. And I enjoy gaming to the point where I really lose myself in it. And that's basically why I think any of us game, is to have some escapism. And I really just like doing what we do. You know, we create content for YouTube, we hang out, we're partnered, and we just make what we make, and hopefully people like it. That's all we do. But I like it, and that's the main thing. So it doesn't feel like work. Okay, here we go. Oh, I remember this. I remember this from 20 years ago. This sucks. Oh, this sucks so bad. I don't know if it's going to suck now, because I noticed that there is difficulty levels now instead of, I think the original Stalker had like normal and hardcore, and both sucked. Like obviously hardcore was worse, but normal was basically hardcore anyway. Okay, these are friends, kind of. This one's green. I'm not sure they're going to like me having a gun out, so I'm going to put that away. These must be the ambush team. This is great. These, like, character models, the body language, the atmosphere of just these three guys. They look like bad motherfuckers. They look like they're going to do some shit. 20 years ago this was made. And yeah, it's been polished, but it's still a 20-year-old car. Running sweet as a nut. Let's talk to this one just to make friends. Ooh. Okay, we're good. What's the plan, Stan? Who's this guy?
Good job, guys. Take your positions.
Why are you going all alone? There's lots of razor heads here. Well, I'm just kind of like a Rambo, and I'm a one-man stalker machine. That's what I'm doing. Well, he doesn't. My name is Jeff.
Everybody take
I've
your
got
stand.
Sammy.
Let them come close. They will be easier targets.
Can you tell me anything about the garbage? There ain't much to tell, man. The garbage is a dump. Well, yeah. I kind of gathered that, bro. Thanks for the info. You look like the man to ask in a situation. Yeah, drop it like it's hot. What's going on? Who am I supposed to... Who do I shoot at? They all look the same. Is that an enemy? Basically only going to know by the crosshair, which is why I left it on. Okay, someone let Robocop in here. That machine gun sounded like Robocop. That dude there, he looks like a friend. Moving up. I think they're all over here on the right, aren't they? Hello. Get some. Get some more. Yeah, I see you, I see you. God, a recoil on that. I'll loot these guys real quick. Punk heads. Yeah, it's all going well. It's not going to plan, but it's all going well. Nice. Did a little tippity tap. What happened to this dude? He's put his hand through the light. That's a harsh way to go there, bros. Okay, nice. I took very little damage. This is not as punishing as I remember. Maybe I'm just a better gamer now. I don't know. Can you tell me anything about the garbage? What? Why he's dying? Let's get the man up off the floor, bro. There you go. Is there a point to saving all? It's costing me stuff, you know. It costs me money to get across the under the bridge. It costs me resources to keep picking people up off the floor. Like whoa, he's just finished that guy off.
Great job, boys. We wiped them out.
Harsh.
Everybody have some rest. And you, Stalker.
They really don't like him.
Let's have a chat.
Why do they call him garbage? Oh shit, what's that? Oh, there's one left. Man's not scared. A little bit. I got my health pack back. Oh, that was sweet. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh, my peoples. There you go. I'm heavily loaded and I need to get rid of something to continue. Oh, it just literally stops you dead. This gun's sweet. I'm going to take that. That's looking well good. So now I've got like loads of MP5s and loads of shotguns and stuff. Can we unload this? There you go. Oh my days, it's got unload. Drop it on the floor. We don't want it. Let's take this. Let's keep that one. Got two of them. Can we sort of drop them? So if I drop one, just let me unload. There you go. So that's all the guns unloaded. Then drop one. Then put that back in there. Can we? No, so we can't take the clip out and load it. So I guess it just loads by pressing R. Okay, that is an attack chopper and a half. Looking real good. Let's get back and see what Boss Man has to say to us. We've done well so far. Like, literally, again, I'm dying once, but then getting a lot further on my second attempt. And that seems to be like that for... It's like a pattern. I'm dying once on the first mission that we do as we set out, but then I'm coming back strong. If that goes all the way through the game, it'll take me twice as long on my first playthrough, but we'll be okay. Tell me something about yourself. I'm just talking to this guy. Yeah, you better run. What's in the box? Okay, lovely. Ooh, which is something I never thought I'd say playing a Stalker game.
Спочатку зброю прибери. Ствол униз.
That's probably offensive to like a whole bunch of people. That's how it sounds to me though. Okay, we've got way too many of these guns, so let's just drop a bunch
Ствол
of them.
униз. Ствол униз.
Drop, drop, drop.
Опусти ствол.
There we go. Okay, good. PDA time. So let's see what's going on.
Опусти ствол.
There's a dog just stuck outside my house. What are you doing? Bounce. Okay, so that's the next point. Learn something of S.T.A.L.K.E.R.s from S.T.A.L.K.E.R.s. I think that's the next bit, which is in Z direction. Ooh, is something happening? What's this radiation all about? I don't think I can go through there, can I? There's a sign here that obviously tells me something. Yep, very toxic. Bean scratcher. I need some sort of mask. What we got? What we got? Definitely don't have a gas mask. God damn it. Hey, goodies wouldn't get wet. What? Did I miss something? Hang on. This guy's popping shots. Okay, this gun's great, but the ammo is scarce. Like, I can obviously rob it off of these guys, but they're few and far between. So I'm going to have to unload that one, drop it. And that allows me to move again. Okay, so I'm going to go MP5 because it seems like the more common ammo. World's quickest reload. Okay, so this made me remember the story of another stalker. He always thought preparation is the key. He placed a chest and some stuff to be prepared in this scrapyard. Goodies wouldn't get wet. I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying, but how do I go about that? Like, where are we storing it and how? So is it this? Ah, I see what you're saying. So maybe pop MP5 up in there, and then maybe separate some of these. How do we split the stack? There's no split stack once you're in inventory. So we'll put a handgun over there. We'll definitely dump these off. Yep, there you go. 4 of those. Let's drop 6 of those over there. Nice. Grenades I'll keep. What's this big backpack? Is that my backpack? Yeah, leather jacket. Okay. Good choice, my friend. Good heads up. I kind of read between the lines and got it. How do I get a gas mask, though? This is a problem. I can't go over there and it wants me to, so maybe there's a lesser gassy area. What up, son? Just chilling. Damn, there's just dudes everywhere. I'm sure we didn't loot these. No. That man had a sausage. Some decades ago, Stalker knew that double click is the key. It is, yeah, double clicking. I tried to right click first. That's why it took me a little bit long to move that stuff across. Always try the opposite, right? And sometimes it's like hold Alt or hold Shift while you do it. Okay, I'm thinking find another hole in the fence a little bit further along, and it might not be so toxic. We can actually head up the hill there. It's still beeping, but I don't think it's the same beep. Ooh, what was that? Mofo in a bush there, boys. Bunch of mofos. Yeah, okay, that's a whole attack team. Run, fool, run! Okay, is BT trying to take me down? Okay, I'm on my route. I'm not bothered about them. I've got things to do. This looks like just as dangerous area coming up.
Anyone who can hear me? We've been attacked by a gang of bandits. We need help. Brothers, help us. We're in deep shit. Bandits have gone mad. Is there anyone nearby? Damn it! We're dead meat.
Oh, he's only turned round. Which weapon you pillock? There you go. I have no idea what's happening right now. Do we have a food and water supply? Let's check it. Got some beans or something here. There you go. So it's only stamina, health, no, shield health and radiation. Damn, bros. I am like pinned down. There's a guy on the left behind the rocks. There's two guys on the right behind the poles. Basically waiting for them to hit me. He wasn't getting easily out of breath. No, not much. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? Got no reload on this. I think I clipped him. For the finish. There is something very disturbing about them keep shooting this body on the floor. Unless they're like making him come closer so he can pop me. All part of his plan. I've got 500 shots. I'll stand here all day. Don't see why I can't get a shot on that guy behind the tree there. When he's on his own, I'll move in, but not yet. Still a couple guys with him. Jesus. I had a grenade. Where's my grenade at? Oh, shit. Fuck. Yoink. Did that get him? Not even a grenade can stop the man. Come on, one of them's got to make contact. Sheesh. There's only one dude left, I think. Well, I'm old. My eyes ain't good enough for this. They're basically specs now. Come closer, move your body real close. Let me pop that sheets. Oh, there he is. Any closer I go, I'm going to get taken down. Oh, I nearly done 100 bullets. Alright, fire in the hole. Jesus, he wasn't getting easily out of breath. I wasn't getting easily a headshot either. These dudes are really punishing at this point. They just won't let up, would they? You know what, while I'm here, I'm just going to take the time to pop another one of these. Now I'm all good. Okay, I got him. Oh, okay, there's one left. Ooh. That didn't hit me from behind, what they like? Fucked him up real quick. Mr. Steal Your Loot, just call me Mr. Steal Your Loot. He's up there somewhere, but this does make the game a little bit easier, the fact that the crosshair does tell you who the enemies are and exactly where the enemies are. It does make it a lot easier. But god damn, trying to play this without any crosshair would be so bad. Like I'm not a sadist, do you know what I mean? I don't need to punish myself in that way. Oh yeah, there's one. Getting well wet out here as well, boys. Come on, they're pretending they're not here now, look. Where you at, fools? Oh. I'm getting surrounded. I see you, I see you. Go ahead. That's hilarious that they all pretty much died in the same place, behind the same bush. Unique my backside. Who's this nutter? Coming in late. He was in the bog, wasn't he, while this was kicking off? There you go. He jumped backwards well quick. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Okay, this area is absolutely atrocious for bots. They're everywhere. Okay, now we've got to get back in there, have we? So far, so good. I love the game. I love the PDA. I love the voiceovers. There's not a single thing I would change about this game. The atmosphere is great. The risk and reward is still quite high, even though I do have a crosshair like a poon. I know, but I'm playing it for the first time. So I thought I'd go easy on myself. Because I know you guys in the chat won't. Use some. That's right. Spray and pray. No point in having an MP5 if you don't spray and pray. Okay, nice. Ooh. Still a couple going in there. Too exhausted to walk. How do we stop exhaustion then? Just stand still? Or eat food? Bandage. Oh, sausage. It's all about the sausage. I got my wiener. Let's do that. Bread and wiener. Let's roll. Now I'm too heavy. Oh, for God's sake. Unload. Drop that shit. You can't just drag and drop? Oh, dude. There you go. Okay, I'll move in gingerly, very cautiously. That's it, bandage for days. We're getting there, we're getting there. He's a friend. What's up, son? Looking for some information. It gives me £2,500. Thank you very much. And a new task, which is meet S.T.A.L.K.E.R.s, which is the guy we're looking for to get the information about the man of the picture that we have on our PDA that we don't know who he is. This guy. Is it this guy? S.T.A.L.K.E.R.s. That's it. S.T.A.L.K.E.R.s we're looking for. Information. Okay, now it's sending me back into the void out here. What's going on with him? Let me help you, bro. First aided.
Ну ти ствол прибери, а?
Yeah.
Ні, так діло не піде. Спочатку зброю заховай.
Whatever he said, I'm sure he said thank you very much and, you know, good luck on your journey. Keep getting overcumbered, so I now need like a midsection storage box. unload all these boys, and I'm going to go droppage. What I love about it is you get so much loot that literally you don't really worry about, like, even if there was gun jam involved, it wouldn't really matter because I get so many guns, I could just chuck it rather than unjam it. It seems Sir Yi had no idea. He has no idea. Okay, so meet Mole's group, which is a new one. Over in the building now, which is about... Have a look. Damn. Only one road away. I've got to check the time. Right, I think we're out of time now, so I think we're going to leave it. So let's get the PDA up. So the last and final mission will be get information about S.T.A.L.K.E.R.s still, but it's the second part. So we've got to meet Mole's group and get info from the mole. So we've got a sneaky mole who's going to give us some dodgy dealing information. We're probably going to have to pay for that information, but we'll eventually get it. So that's going to be part 3. You can join us next week for that part, of course. And I want to thank everybody who's been in the chat and hanging out with us. Thank you. Big shout out to my man Noyan, is it? Noyan Ozcan. I appreciate your storytelling skills. Hopefully you can join us next week. Follow us on Discord. Discord link by !Discord in the chat. I want to thank everybody for their time. Your time is valuable. Thank you for spending it with me. And I want to wish you the rest of the day, the evening, or the weekend, depending on where you are, what you're doing. Have a great one, and I'll see you in the next part. Part 3. There we go. Wish you all the best. Same, man, same. Take it easy. Phil, thank you for hanging out. You are always appreciated. I look forward to speaking to you again tomorrow. And Bubs, thank you for all the clips and stuff. Appreciate that. And I'll see you all tomorrow. We're back for 2 more days. And then we've got next week, pretty much Stalker all next week. So, yeah, lots of Stalker action. I'm going to go ahead and save the game before I forget. Here we go. Just go quick game. That should just leave us on the menu, which is nice. Basic. How dare you? We'll do this like that. There you go. And I'll see you in the next one, boys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, people of all ages.